Not. Hello, Monte Carlo. Let's see. So I was able to start earlier, but it's not actually earlier. They finally changed the clock. So right now it's 5 p.m. I have only 3 tickets left. Which one do you want? Not sure if the second reward will be available first time. We'll see in 1 minute. Nothing? Again? The second one's working. 2 tickets left. Which one? Last one. It's also nothing. So, need to buy more tickets tomorrow. Send myself a message about it. Alright, done. Oh, let me check the sound. Test. The sound is working. So, I checked the long play. I finished approximately 72% of the game. 72, this means I need something like 12 hours. Okay, today I have, for example, 5 Saturday, 6 Saturday, 7, 8, 9. Well, approximately 4 hours. It's better to stop earlier to be able to go to sleep because changing the clock, so I need to get up 1 hour earlier. And you need to get used to it, it's kinda hard. So let's say at least 3 hours. If I will be playing 3 hours per day, in 4 days I'll finish finally the last DS game in Ace Attorney franchise. Getting tons of notification because I put some stuff on eBay to sell. And they're constantly beaten. And thank you for stopping by, Mother Jam. Yeah, of course I read it because I'm trying to read somebody who's playing the game I'm playing. Because this is DS version of it. Not PC. That's the original and fun translation because it had never been translated officially. I mean, into the DS version, of course. As it was released when there was already a 3DS console, so we're not wasting time translating it. So, what you all gonna do now? Reckon? You're through being a prosecutor, right? Yes, that's true, I suppose. A lot of titles? Well, I notice here also some titles. Bugs are everywhere. It's hard for me to actually notice because English is not my native language. So I can notice something incorrect, but not everything. No longer a prosecutor. However, can't stop thinking about what Mr. and the Killer said, right? Minute. I can congratulate you on resolving the case, however, can you truly say in good conscience that it has been solved? This case isn't over yet. The person in the red hood who kidnapped Kay at Guard Lake, and this letter from no sender. Someone's skills are at work behind this case. Was it of having a case you just saw still nagging at the back of your mind? Well, got some investigating of my own to be doing, so I'll be off. It's waiting. Already decided on your next scope? What are you saying there, mister? Don't you be underestimating the likes of Waterheart? Of course, a lot of scopes, you know? I always have an extra scope or two up my sleeve. Someone, help! Yikes, what that? Someone, please help! This woman is... What's happened? Somebody's dead. A monster? Monster? It's a scoop! A scoop is calling me. Just follow me. And this way. Has something else happened? Again? I don't know. At any rate, we should follow here for now. These are genuine hoof prints. Hoof prints? Impossible. No animal could be this large. Is there airdrop? Look! President was killed finally. Agent Lang. Why is he here? Someone's on the ground. Can be. The president of Shanghai, Dijon Han. Agent Lan, Mr. Prosecutor, didn't take you long to get here. What happened? What happened? Huh, that's what I'd like to know. It seems that he's in a considerable amount of shock over the president's death. However, what exactly are these giant footprints, and what could have happened to the president? Maybe he fell? It's a monster! A monster? Yes, sir. I am. And no doubt about it. These are clearly the footprints of a monster. On this day, mankind received a grim reminder. We live in fear. We live in fear of the mighty Mozilla? Mighty Mozilla? This has a scope, Got myself a scope. Man trampled to death by monster. Reckon it'll be the top story in tomorrow's paper. What nonsense. There are no such things as monsters. Wait, can be. Division 1. I have heard of your deeds. You saved my country from a great crisis. The real assassin was your one. That is correct. I received a request from a key individual to take the president's life. That man, could he have... Hey you! Were you the first to discover the body? Yes, well... Echelon. Anzi says... First come, first suspected. You. Did you really just discard the body? Of course. Just calm down. You're scaring him. He does seem to have lost his composure. Calm down? How am I supposed to calm down? Do you know who's been murdered? Division 1. The president of Shenfa. Hello, Rich Cat. Now it's small fish? Echelon, this isn't like you. When we first met, you had an army of subordinates under your command. And you boasted of having the highest arrest rate in Interpol. But now, did you forget the fundamentals of investigation along with all of your men? What did you say? Instead of questioning people at random, you should investigate the crime scene first. Am I wrong? I don't need you to tell me that. I'll do a thorough investigation. Well, at least it seems he's calmed down for now. Mr. Archwell, let's investigate too. Yes, let us investigate. Right now I do not have any investigation rights, but until the police arrive... But you're saying? Aren't believers who done it? The man behind it all is the mighty Mozilla. Mozilla Firefox. Well, I guess it's the man behind it. More like the monster behind it, you know? Good grief. Could you please just try not to interfere with the investigation? Shut your trap. You're the one who better not be sticking your nose in my business. I am forgiven, yeah, if you mess up my scope. Excuse me? I'm the woman who first discovered the body. I feel like I've seen him before. You're Mr. Edgeworth, right? Do you remember me? How should I? Yes, that case from before. Do you know him? Yes, I do. At least I think I do. My name is Kai Faraday. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. It's not on my list. Wait, so you want to say that this is my badge now? Wonderful. My, I have such a cute assistant. I'm Penny Nichols. I'm an assistant at Global Studios. I'm in charge of the props and sets. It's nice to meet you. Yes, that was it. I once handled a case that occurred during the filming of The Steel Samurai. I don't remember you. This one was a member of the show staff, and she was involved in the incident. I must have met with her on numerous occasions over the course of the case. But to be honest, I had completely forgotten about her. Hello, Marco. It's nice to see you again. The fact that you are here must mean that this place is, yes, sort of an outdoor film lot for Global Studios. They're shooting a movie here right now. On the first director day, set everything up for the filming. But everything seemed strange. Those giant footprints and that dead body. I see. We shall examine the body. At any rate, could you please contact the police? Yes, right away. I'll have to take the time to listen to your story later. First, let's examine the scene. There are many things beside the body that concerns me. I'll need to examine every nook and cranny of this place. Wow, it really is the president. Yes, I think we saw him alive just a few days ago. It would make this a presidential assassination, right? It's a bit flashy for an assassination. Stay home, but small one. Hello, Sonny. What this white thing? Wait, this bone? As I understand, antlers are bones, but horns are something like nails. Looks like we got a new case on our hands. Something less like a bone, more like some kind of horn. There are no visible external wounds, but it's clear that he's already passed away. Poison in this case. So then I guess he really did get stepped on by a monster. That's impossible. Huh? Don't the president's clothes look a bit dirty to you? No. Indeed, there appears to be some sort of yellow stain. And the middle sensor. But it's monster drool. Okay, please be more serious. You'll need to have forensics take a closer look at this stain. So this was the state of the body. Should make a note of it. Can I nudge it? Sadly not. Still that's something to check. Not this one. The broken pieces of concrete scattered all around the president. Yes, they were probably scattered about when the ground got damaged. A winner? Of what? And that must have been when the monster's foot went thud. And the culprit was actually a monster. Kinda looks like a hoof, the way it's split into like that. Yeah, but definitely looks like a monster's footprint to me. They even peeled them. And no such things as monsters. Do you honestly believe they exist? No, not really, but wouldn't it be cool if they did exist? Searching for the truth key, not for what is called. No, I don't think it's connected yet. I'm sorry about earlier. I was a little flustered. I should confirm what the security situation was like at the scene of the crime. Miss Nichols, was the entrance to this place locked? Yes, it's locked with this. But you can pick it up because it's combination, just 1000. 1000 it's, well, 5 minutes max. Excelsius? What the heck is Excelsius except this Microsoft application? XLCS. The robotic navigation platform. An imaging system used in minimally invasive spine and cranial surgeries. Never heard about this one. It's one of those types where you have to put in the correct numbers to open it, right? About this combination lock, was it also properly locked today? Well, as I said, it doesn't matter how you look at it. It's easy to unlock. Yes, when I arrived here today, it was locked tight. Ah, so it wasn't open? Who knows the combination? Everyone! The producer, the director, the staff, and the actors. Seriously pulled the code lock here. If it's lock itself after 3 attempts, I would understand this. It's not. I think everyone involved in the movie knew about it. So anyone involved with the film could have opened the combination lock and gone in. You said they were filming a movie? Could it be The Still Samurai? No. So it wasn't. You're making a monster movie this time around. Why have notifications about food delivery? I didn't order anything. Have you ever heard of the Mighty Mozilla series? I'm sorry, but no. Mr. Ashworth isn't interested in anything other than the Still Samurai after all. That's not... Again, that's to be expected. And the promotion for the film hasn't really started yet. Else to see? The Mighty Mozilla, its revival breaks its 12 years of silence and the long-awaited sequel to the original series, so the staff are all fired up. The film is set at the Grand Tower, so we're filming on location around this area. I don't think of it yesterday. What's wrong, Paul? Something happened at the Grand Tower? Cut. Excuse me. Sort of in the middle of shooting a movie, and I saw them filming something then. Must have been this. I bet it ends with Mozilla completely destroying the Grand Tower. I wonder. You'll have to look forward to finding out in the theaters. But you say it's serious, so cannot be in theaters. It's only for the TV. If you like, you can have this. Let's see. What? You think it's related to this? The Battle of the Century now it meets its greatest rival versus Guardian? Ah, the Battle of the Century now it meets its greatest... It's the same, but this poster. Wait, Guardian? This time it won't just be Mozilla, and a rival monster appears as well. Have you heard of it? Heard of Gartley? Wasn't the talk of the town 2 or 3 years ago? It's a mysterious monster living in Guard Lake. By chance, someone took a photo of it. It wasn't just the talk of the town, it was also involved in a case from my past. Guardian. Now there's a name I don't really want to remember. When director caught wind of that rumor, he decided to add it in the story. I get the feeling he was a bit late to catch on. Please look forward to seeing the showdown between these two royal monsters. Is there anything out of place? Is what I've investigated so far? Were you here alone? Yes, I arrived before everyone else today in order to get things prepared. When I entered the lot, I immediately noticed those giant hoof prints. Monsters' footprints, right? Weren't you surprised? Yes, because they hadn't been there yesterday evening. So that means the footprints were made last night. Well, when I first saw them, I thought they were part of the set, but when I got closer to the studio, I saw that a person had collapsed. Didn't notice until you got closer. Lately, it seems my eyesight has gotten worse again, and my glasses aren't strong enough. As I approached the body, I finally realized what it was. I was so scared, I ran away. And that was when she ran into us. I see no connection. It's a monster costume in front of this building. Seriously, that's really custom? Maybe it's actually the monster who made all these footprints, and it just shrunk itself down. I'll say this one more time, so listen carefully. There's a monster costume in front of this building. It's just a costume. Hello, one. Some monster. Wait a second, I was checking this window entrance, whatever it is. Still this stupid monster. It's one of those sheets you lay out on the floor when you're having a picnic. It's definitely a vinyl sheet. However, I don't think it's for the picnics. Mr. Ashwell, if I may, that's actually a waterproof sheet. As I ordered just recently and it wasn't delivered to me by FedEx. Because somebody put the incorrect address at the store. Seems with the camera crane all there. Now cover the camera crane with it when it's raining. Then this sheet must be pretty big. Yes, it would be pointless if we didn't cover up the entire crane. The weather was overcast yesterday, so we've been using it quite a bit. Yes. Of course. Unofficial. That was released. 11 years, I believe. Before the official translation. 11. So he was named differently. He was named as winner. He was the best in this translation. The best of the best. And this is better. Miss Nichols, where does this entrance lead to? It's connected to the Grand Tower lot. Why? Why? Because they were trying to make a pun of official Japanese name. And official translation also was trying to do this. Let's see what was his name in original. Also, his name in official translation is unpronounced. Elstace? Whatever. Okay, original name, let's see. Ichi Yanagi Yumihiko. Oh, Baka Masuka. Musuko. Oh, that's right. Son. How can you use the last name Winner? when he's supposed to be the best prosecutor. The winner prosecutor? Doesn't sound good. Why play an official? There was no official translation of this game. It was released for PC. And I'm trying to play the original releases when it's possible. So this was released in 2011, and official translation was released last year. So that's why. If it was released like in the same year on the next year, like it was for example with some Final Fantasy games, play the official translation, especially for the same system. But Nintendo DS and like modern consoles, quite very different. Now this case also have something to do with that building. Well, I actually was expecting it to react to my voice as usual, but sadly in this translation they did something wrong. The building with a secret 51st floor, where the black market auctions were being held. Wouldn't be strange that we're still hiding a few more secrets. It's actually thinking to replay Tomb Raider for Sega Saturn, where it was originally released. I played again PC version of it. This looking chain. Some cuts through the chain. Maybe the next game will be actually Tomb Raider for Saturn, because it's very terrible original version that I simply don't like. I tried it several times, it's simply bad. Mostly due to dynamic lights. They did it completely wrong. The game is too dark, it's not possible to see what's going on in front of you. And there's no light source, like in the second game. Then you can use flare feature and light the area around you. But I'll try to play it, why not? Sound cuts through the chain. But I'm sure it was locked up properly yesterday, though. Then it's possible the culprit forced his way in through here. What is it? It's completely dented in. How did this happen? I see a huge dent in the fence right there. So this exclusive Layton game for mobile, it's supposed to have some plot. And I'm thinking to play it as well. Despite I hate mobile games. I was playing this Sony game only because it was for Apple Arcade. But for iOS itself, maybe it will be also the next game that I will play, who knows. So did a huge dent in the fence right there. Something rather heavy must have struck it in order to make a dent like that. It wasn't like that at all yesterday. It wasn't? So this dent was made last night. I believe there will be connection. Actually, I'm not sure yet. I see no connection at this point of time, but looks like it already exists. Let's speak to him. Mr. Prosecutor, so we meet again. Indeed, just a few days ago, we met at the detention center. Don't throw out this soundtrack here. Some remix. Shinlan, what brings you here? Just some boring work, nothing you need to know about. You always pick the worst time to show up. Anyone ever... And by the way... Who was this? Model Jam said that official translation sucks. Has a lot of typos. So why they didn't use someone's already translated properly? I don't know. Because why not? Well, they were afraid that they sued, but wait a second. Capcom owned this game, so whoever translated it can't pretend that the translation belongs to them. Anyway, anyone ever tell you that bad things happen when you're around? Just don't get in the way of my investigation, okay? I must avenge the death of our president. It's regrettable what happened to the president. Yeah, Hong was the pride of Shenfa, and yet, right? But wait a second, we know for sure that his popularity was decreasing. Seems like you were quite close to the president. His father? Granddad? The previous head of the Lang clan, my father, served under President Han. Protecting the life of the presidents has long been our clan's greatest duty. My old man received a great number of special medals from the president himself. As a token of his trust, the president left his will in the protection of the Lang clan. Those medals and that will, they were the pride of our clan, our family treasures, so to speak. Who would thought the day to unseal that will would arrive so soon? So then I guess the president was like a close family friend. But during the incident at Card Lake, when went you with the president, Mr. Lang? Well, a lot has changed. It all happened over 12 years ago. How this letter? Back then, he and my old man were close friends, and our clan protected the president's life. But then he suddenly changed. It's as if he became an entirely different person. He was replaced by Doppelganger. Nowadays, he doesn't even have a shred of faith in the police force of Shenfa. 12 years ago. Wonder what went on then. Even so, I still respect the man. Shenfa is a small country, but he carried the nation with his strength. Damn it, just what were his bodyguards doing? He already contacted the embassy? Yeah, of course. Also in front, Shenfa and my clan as well. It's gotten pretty hectic there. What with the villain and all, but it'll be the same here once the bodyguards show up. If you don't wanna see me rip into them, suggest you get out of here soon. You arrived here before us. What were you doing in a place like this? You suspect me? Come now. Heard a scream. It was the woman who found the body. After hearing the scream, I came in through that entrance over there. Probably it wasn't locked. Then why there a lock on the ground over there? Should take a closer look. We already did it. When I got in, the woman who found the body was already running out the other exit over there. So he came here around the same time being it. Why were you at the Grand Tower? Did he hide any evidence? Well, I had my reasons. He also said something along those lines when we met at the detention center. Hello, Cube. Maybe he's really a fan of giant monsters and he came to sneak a peek at the Muzilla set. Giant monsters? I have no interest in such things. He doesn't think the murder is a monster either. Mr. Prosecutor, right now I'm just a single Interpol agent. A literal lone wolf. They probably won't let me be in charge of the investigation. But you better believe, my fangs are as sharp as ever. I'll definitely capture the culprit with my own hands, and you'll better not get in my way. Let's check the logic. You'll hit your head today. What should I connect here? Dented fence. And combination lock. Let's try, I guess. Of course it's not connected. I see no connections at all here. This two. Also not. Should I continue? It's better maybe check everything around. What I want? I'm busy go. I best not get in my way. Why are you so obsessed with that monster? Such a thing couldn't possibly exist. What are you saying? I aren't letting that pass. Mozilla lives. I'm sure of it. And the mightiest monster on this side of the Pacific Rim. Don't suppose you have some kind of basis for that. I saw it with my own two eyes. What? You saw it? No way. Guess what? The mighty Mozilla was really here. Last night, when I was on the 51st floor of the Grand Tower, and when you were snooping around the back market's auction. That's right. It was right around when I took this here photo. Then the photo of the person, the red coat. This was Gyakuten, right? See those blinds next to the red coat? Well, the mighty Mozilla was on the other side. But there's nothing in the photo. It's mighty hard to capture something like that from such a distance. But I seen it plain as day. Mozilla, giant eye, was peering in through those blinds. The monster was peering in? Look at him. Now, I'm the time for that. Gotta gather my materials. You are in my way. Now, go on, Git. Shusha. How absurd. Mr. Hedgehog, you must be completely dumbfounded right now, aren't you? Wasn't that clearly written on my face? Edit nothing. I wonder what this iron pole is for. Maybe it's used to practice tree climbing? No, this is a film crane. It's used to capture footage from high locations. But now it's not attached. Only there would be a camera connected to the end. I got it. This would be perfect for scooping out the places you're trying to steal from. You think they would let me borrow this? And how exactly, may I ask, do you intend to bring it back home with you? Searchlock can take the base, and I'll take the top part. Does she actually expect me to help her? Take it nice and slow, we might be able to make it to your house, Mr. Hedgehog. Not only do you want me to help you carry it, but you plan to leave it at my house. Let's see. This leads to the Grand Tower, but from where I'm standing, one can see just your everyday run-of-the-mill buildings. By the way, it's Phoenix, right? I don't see anyone special around here either. Indeed, at least from where we are standing, that is. Now then, we have no time to waste. We should get back to investigating. To investigate. Okay, to investigate in the film lot. I need to deduce something. But what can I deduce here? Okay, let's see one by one. Black market auctions were held here. There's a secret entrance. It's definitely not related. Inflatable president? Movie flyer. This new movie in 12 years, it's definitely connected to what happened 12 years ago. Concrete is broken and the ground beneath them is exposed. Look like giant footprints. How can I deduce anything here if I have nothing? I see nothing I can deduce. Wait a second. Maybe this was something else that I can check. This one already checked. Ah, this one. I already examined the horn, I just didn't know what can I use to deduce. Well, monster movie flyer only. This horn belonged to that monster, Mozilla. Alright, it's just like it. Maybe it's a prop for the film. Based on the size of the horn, the head should be quite large. I wonder how it ended up here. I'm sure we'll find out if we ask someone on the staff. About this horn, have you ever seen it before? Huh? That's Mozilla's horn. It's a model we made to use in our ad campaign. Where was it? It was on the ground, by the back entrance. That's strange. Mozilla's head should have been stored in the studio roof. I suppose the head would have to be rather large, wouldn't it? Yes, it's not as big as the real thing, of course, but still quite large. Look, you can see it from here. See? It's right there. Certainly is large. It's larger than I thought. Okay, now I can use logic. Broken horn, most lying next to the body, had been stored on the roof last night. I still can't see how can I connect all of this. Better maybe save. If I need to connect this piece of evidence, I see these notifications constantly. Whatever. How can I connect this broken horn? Was lying next to the body, had been stored on the roof last night. It's something related to the roof. That's also what I thought. Hit that horn? This I didn't think about. Let's try to connect these two. Of course not. Maybe I still don't have something to connect. dented fence, this broken horn. Finally. The dent in this fence and the broken horn. Neither of these things were there yesterday evening. Based on the fact that these two things have changed, Mozilla's hat have... Indeed, the hat that was on the rooftop may have tumbled down onto the ground. Maybe he was inside this hat. It's a new possibility, which would mean that. And how can I connect this monster's head with something else? Combination look? Definitely not. There are 3 footprints and a sand, shaped like hooves. How it's related to monster's head? Maybe? Pip and Tom? Let's try this time. No, no connection. How can I connect monster's head? These two connected. You may have found the missing murder weapon. Really? At the moment, I can only say that it is just a possibility. If the giant monster head had fallen off from the studio roof, it could definitely be a murder weapon. Mr. House, maybe instigate the studio's roof. The roof? Okay, I understand. That head stands towards any window? Yeah. It was standing on the 51st floor window. Go ahead, but the stairs can be a little bit slippery, so please watch your step. Mr. Prosecutor, I'm going to take my leave here for a bit. There's something I have to check. I wonder if he's caught onto something. Move it. What you saying? Guess you're just a brat with no manners. And you're an annoying old man. Cut your yapping already. Tell me a story. Come on, John. What are you doing? Who was that? Son from the police. Why you suddenly pick a fight with him? That sure was a tense standoff. Didn't budge an inch, even before Agent None. How many 200 is you? This is John Marsh. Miss Megalomania? He said. He's the lead actor in our movie, obviously. The lead actor of this child? Hi, I'm Kim Faraday. Nice to meet you. And this is Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor? He's a pretty famous prosecutor, you know? But he's not wearing a prosecutor's badge. It's frightfully perceptive. John, it's probably better if you didn't go all there. It's certainly not a sight a child should see. However, he's someone involved with the case. We need to speak with him later. Will be using this gambit? Where is he? Maybe Cinderov? Yes, of course. Go right ahead. So this is Mozilla? So this doesn't feel quite right. See, this looks way cooler, and he doesn't have a nose ring either. I see. It's all unfamiliar with Mozilla. It's Mozilla's original design from 12 years ago. What? Then what this? That's our take on it for the new movie. You want the design to appeal to modern audiences. The bump looks totally different. And no matter how you look at this one, people who watched the original movie 12 years ago simply hate the new movie. It's kinda obvious. A new avatar will think that's simply dull. It's a cow. But of course, after all, Mozilla was originally a cow monster. Cow monster? Having a cow, an animal that humans are very familiar with, turned into a monster was to question mankind's relationship with nature, the theme of Mozilla. Mankind itself is nature. Which relationship do you mean? It's like relationship of left hand and right hand. Well, I just don't get it. Nor do I. Some sort of wooden stand has fallen over. The area around it seems to be burnt black. Mozilla head should have been on that stand. But the legs have broken off. Doesn't look like it can be used anymore. The broken legs seems to be badly burnt. It's safe to assume that a small fire occurred here. Small fire, huh? That's what burnt and broke the legs of the stand? When the legs broke, the stand would have tilted. Mozilla's head was on top of the stand. Had fallen off, so the head fell down because of the fire. Yes, and if that's the case, I also have a pretty good idea what caused the fire. If you're standing on the wooden stand, it's supposed to be not heavier. There's one can next to the heater, since someone is lacking in safety awareness. I'm sorry. I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. But I don't think anyone used the heater yesterday. I see, in that case, I wonder what caused the fire. There's a kind of paint thinner here. It's probably used for making props. Is there actual? Doesn't the area around here look kind of burnt? It does. This spread out blue shade is purple, and the side of this can all look burnt. Only this Mozilla's head can also shoot out flames. Well, this old Mozilla design doesn't really look like it could breathe fire anyways. It's not our main concern. I'm simply curious. There's a heater on here. Do you think this stuff uses to keep themselves warm? It's possible, although it may be spring, can still get rather chilly at night. Is that true? People are gonna think you're an old geezer if you say stuff like that. And in the best of times, you tend to say things like an old man. Can't you at least try to be more cheerful and lively when you talk? Do I assume that's unlively? You made this replica of the original Mozilla's head for promotional purposes. We're using it to let people know that the film is a sequel to the original series. But the sequel, there must be an explanation of why design has changed. Or it must be standalone, like soft reboot. guess it would be hard for people to tell that they're the same monster. As we suspected, one of the horns appears to be broken. So didn't this head really crush the president? Completely against him. It's possible, however, there's something I don't quite understand. What that? Miss Nichols, this head looks rather heavy. How do you transport it? It's made so that it can be taken apart. It's not that hard. You know how to do it. If you don't know how, it'd be a pretty much impossible thing. Which means it would be difficult for anyone not involved in the film. But the second part, would it be possible for one person to carry it alone? Definitely. Given enough time, even I could do it. However, these faces... Sorry, shot. I feel like I've seen this skull somewhere before. Indeed, I was just thinking the exact same thing. It was on board the president's plane, and in the store of black market auction. The president's stuffed toy, so it was a doll of the original Mozilla. Could this really be just a coincidence? Is there anything else I can check? Nope. There's nothing new here. Ah, this waypart. John, was it? Would you mind if I ask you a few questions? Hell, man. You really a prosecutor? Yes. No, man. Then first show me your prosecutor's badge. Don't have my badge with me right now. Then you can prove you're a prosecutor, old man. But it's not illegal to wear prosecutor's badge on your club. This means it doesn't prove anything. This kid is tough nut to crack, isn't he? Or maybe in Japan you're not supposed to wear badges if you're not related to attorney or prosecutors? Want me to give it a try? Yes, I'm counting on you, Kay. Not good with kids. So John, you're an actor? Yeah, what about it? Amazing, that's so cool. Not really. Good grief. Yes, that seems to have worked. About those horns. What about them? John horns are specially made prosthetics. John plays a young boy who has a special connection with Mozilla. Can communicate with Mozilla using those horns, right, John? Shut up. Stop blubbering about that stupid stuff. So, I think I'm beginning to see the kind of relationship these two have. It must be amazing to star in a movie, and you're only in elementary school. That's why he's drinking milk? Despite how he looks, John is 13 years old and he's already in middle school. What? He's so small and he's wearing a kitty backpack. The backpack is a part of his costume. He's an actor after all. I see, but he's still really tiny. It's probably better if you didn't talk about his height in front of... But I told you to stop blubbering about stupid stuff. Sorry? It's the only thing that's not a prop that's milk carton. That guy over there. He's the president, right? Yep. Do you know him? Yeah, I've met him before. This boy is meant to be the president? That guy makes me sick. That's not very nice thing to say. Why do you hate the president so much? And now he's giving me the silent treatment. The truth is, the president was involved in the film. The president was involved in the film? What do you mean? He was supposed to have brief cameo at the boy. He came by to look around the set some time ago. It was when he met with John. Why would the president be appearing in this film? Heard he was a fan of the original Mozilla series, and so we made him an offer. Thought it would make great publicity, you see? Comes on the movie set like he's on some sightseeing tour. It's so annoying. John, you really shouldn't say stuff like that. It's not nice. Shut it. Guess he couldn't tolerate having an avatar appear in his film. Alright, here. What this? Ah, what this from yesterday? A photo? Yeah. Since it was developed, I brought this along with me. You can have it. And it turned out quite nicely. So you brought it all the way here for me. Thank you so much. No, not really. Just happened to have it with me. Excuse me, but may I take a quick look at it? Oh sure, here you go. So this was taken yesterday. Neither the hoof prints nor the body are in it. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic to figure out if any of them are connected to each other. But was something added here? There are still 3 things here. What can I connect here? Keep these two. They're not connected. Because there's nothing to connect. And the last one I believe I already used, but I will use it again, why not? But I was connected it before. The front entrance, which leads to the Tower Plaza, was locked with a combination lock. At the other end, maybe I didn't have additional information that I need for connection, the lock on the rear entrance, which leads to the Grand Tower, was broken. Now, where does this lead us? I know this one. The culprits entered from the rear entrance, right? Exactly. And on this, we now understand one more critical fact. The culprit must be someone who didn't know the number to unlock the combination lock. Right? We knew the codes, it would be way easier to enter from the front entrance. And through the back door, it's common sense for a thief. It's much less conspicuous, I believe. You cannot underestimate a culprit who thinks like a thief. Please keep your guard up. The show becomes lively all of a sudden when this subject gets brought up. To put it simply, everyone involved with the movie knows the combination for the lock. Huge fluffy tail with spawn? In other words, it's quite likely that the culprit is someone who is not involved with the film. Done? Not for your start. And this portion of the investigation seems to be finished. So the model weapon really is... Yes, as it stands now, The possibility that it was the monster head is quite high. So he ended up being squashed by the fallen head, But with blood? It was 51st floor! So there's supposed to be blood, it's not just a simple hit. Although they're extremely late to the party, the bodyguards and the police have finally arrived. Mr. President, they really were far too late. Damn it, who did this? They pay for this. I swear I'll make them pay. But you know, this much is enough to put me at ease. The person who did this to Han, I already got my eye on a suspect. What? What do you mean? Even though Hank was the victim, he doesn't have extraterritorial rights here. In country's police have the right to investigate, however. I already spoken with them. As an agent of Interpol, they let me assist in the investigation. So they already established a plan for this investigation. I already found my prey. Now it's time for the hunt. Take a look at this. It's a printout from a security camera on the Grand Tower rooftop. The judge? This camera records people, and they got off the rooftop elevator. Guess who was recorded? The president and his killer can be clearly seen. Why is Miss Courtney there? So he's saying Judge Courtney in the murder? Motive? Possibility? Evidence? I see nothing here. President Edgeworth, I shall leave this offering to the goddess of love to you. The goddess of love? Deliver your divine judgment against Blaze the Best. Could she, who hates crime more than anyone, have? Echelon, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Just now, I heard a rumor at the Grand Tower. Was Echelon, that you are no longer a prosecutor. Naturally, that means you don't even have a shred of investigative authority. So what would be the point of having a logic battle with someone like you? Would you say something like that? Did you also just get reduced to being a lone agent? Hey, answer me this. Even though you've lost your position as a prosecutor, why are you still sticking your neck into this case? Why do you still continue to investigate? Echelon, why are you pursuing the criminal who murdered the president? Because you are an Interpol agent? Right now, I'm also chasing after the Satan person. Someone in the shadows who was behind the murder at the Grand Tower yesterday. Someone who placed Key in grave danger. Even now, they are lurking somewhere, laughing at us. We'll uncover the truth and bring them to justice. And a title such as prosecutor has nothing to do with that. As long as the truth remains hidden, I will continue to seek out the truth, for that is a part of my grade. You're always trying to be so clever, but you really are kind of an idiot. Me an idiot? How rude. Not the answer I wanted to hear. Alright, I'll play along with you for a bit. I've lost all my men, and you lost your title. And yet, you still continue to investigate. Let's begin this battle of logic between two kindred spirits. You have my thanks. However, I won't go easy on you. I'll definitely catch the criminal who murdered Han. And I won't let you get him away. Yes, I wouldn't have it any other way. Let me show you the truth that this wolf has sunk his funk into. But why wolf? It's supposed to be something like tiger with his own fangs. Listen up. That woman met with the president on top of the Grand Tower. 2 nights ago, she pushed the president off the roof. And he fell into this film lot. So he was dead for 2 nights, that's why there's no blood? Because of the rain or something? At that time, there was no one else on the rooftop, aside from those two. There's no room for doubt. That woman murdered the president. It was just the 2 of them, alone on the rooftop. No bodyguards? Yeah, confused with those bodyguards out there. They didn't know about it either. Guess he managed to give them the slip. Must had something secret to talk about. President Han and Judge Courtney. Did those 2 have some sort of connection? Well, there was smuggling ring. After, apparently he had an arrangement with the owner of the Grand Tower. He requested the entrance to the viewing platform be restricted, so that they could be alone. Well, it's not like the owner could turn down a request from the president. Does it mean the last person to see the president was... Exactly. Courtney, you mean? It's gotta be him. Agent Lang's reason is certainly sound. However, he has overlooked one major thing. Because of death, of course. And that's where I must strike. But after pause. Be right back. Back. Alright. Let's see. Need to prove that he was not pushed on the roof. Gee, what? President Judge Courtney can be seen on the Grand Tower rooftop in front of the elevator, and this happened 2 days ago. Next. Taken yesterday. Footprints are not visible. Okay, so kinda obvious. What's wrong here? Now, let's see, listen now. Who met with the president? 2 nights ago, she pushed the president off the rooftop. Okay, so that's it. Shillong Lang, for the Interpol agent with the highest arrest rate to have fallen so low. What do you say? What the heck? There's a commemorative photo taken by the staff at the Global Studios. That? A bot? Yin, if you add not allowed words, they will never appear in chat except on my phone. Everyone got such great smiles, well, except for John. Hold on, it's too bright. This photo was taken yesterday. What? Gyakuten had murdered the president 2 days ago. Then his body should have been there when this photo was taken. Perhaps you should have listened a bit more carefully to those involved in the case. Well, in this case again, why is it here there's no blood at all? It can't be just blunt trauma. Except the head was too light. That's fine. Well, we need just autopsy report. Questioning witnesses is one of the basic fundamentals of investigation, is it not? I've captured Mr. Edgeworth. Great smile. You really do look most alive when you're cornering your opponent. Just as I expected. It's been a while since I felt like this. Agelan, have you been a little hasty in your reasoning? I don't need your advice. Cleanse says. The wrath of a wolf lasts 100 years. My anger towards the woman who killed the president cannot be suppressed. I too wish to capture the culprit, however. There's no doubt that the body appeared here last night. Therefore, the president could not have fallen to his death. Yeah, he was crushed by the monster head. I cured him at the film lot, not on the rooftop of the Grand Tower. So that's what you think. Still, I don't intend to stray from my logic either. However, he could not have fallen to his death 2 nights ago. This photo proves that. And that's so. Think about it this way. Hold on, no. This head fell from the roof of this building. Wait a second, I was confused because Lola said that she saw the head on the 54th floor. That's why I was thinking that it was on 51st floor. Actually not. That's why there's no blood. But so, think about this way. 2 nights ago, Courtney pushed the president off the roof and killed him. Afterwards, she snuck onto the film lot to hide the body. In here? Will it be easier to hide a body in a costume or behind all this equipment? Then all she had to do last night was drill the body. Once we search this area, we'll know where she hid the body. But then you could do the same thing. Why kill? Unfortunately, there's no need for a search. What do you say? This piece of evidence proves that Judge Courtney could not have hidden the body because of the locks. All the entrances to the film lot were locked. The chain of the back entrance was only cut last night. What? Therefore, Judge Courtney could not have entered the film lot 2 nights ago. The president could only have fallen 2 nights ago. Why are you so insistent that the crime occurred 2 days ago? Why? Because there's still more to the security camera footage. Photo scored 10-20 minutes after the president went up to the rooftop at that moment. That woman, she came back down on the elevator alone. After that, there was no sign of the president getting on the elevator at all, so he was at auction. There's no other way for the president to get down without using the elevator, is there? Besides, getting pushed off the roof by that woman, that is. What's supposed to show him? The president never came down from the rooftop? That's right, the security camera is always watching the entrance of the elevator. It was specifically set up to record anyone who entered or exited the rooftop. Essentially, the camera created a locked room, one which the president vanished from. The locked room, I see. This is quite an informal piece of evidence for Judge Courtney. A rooftop escape, that's a difficult feat. So, even the Yatagrasso can't just fly through the sky. That's right, I still need more training to be able to pull that off. Are you saying you're going to train yourself to fly? Actually don't know. Photo scored 10-20 minutes after the president went up to the roof in that moment. So when she came back down, then there was no sign of the president getting on the elevator at all. And there's no other way, but there is other way. So, black market auctions. As a matter of fact, there was one, a hidden route. That is, a way down without using the elevator? No, better not tell me he flew off or something. There's no need for that, it's quite simple. The president just needed to know about the existence of the hidden 51st floor. 51st floor? This building has a hidden 51st floor. It is accessible through a secret hatch on the rooftop. Isn't that true? It would be possible to leave the rooftop without using the elevator. In a room? Secret hatch? How could the president have even known about that? No wonder. Don't know the answer myself, I'm merely raising a possibility. In the first place, what's this all about? This hidden 51st floor? Sounds like something that Ninja Girl over there would love to get into. No way. I'm sick of that place. And that place only holds bad memories at all. The 51st floor was a secret storeroom for the black market auction. Its true purpose was only exposed yesterday. Black market auction? You, I'm suggesting the president was involved in something like that, are you? No proof. However, the possibility exists. Is it not he wanted to buy this stuff at dawn? Because something important was recorded on it, but now it was erased? Wouldn't put it upon that president. Impossible. The president would never be involved in a black market auction. Hello, awesome. What's this? Viewpoints. Are you prepared? If you're gonna spot nonsense like that, I'll tear you to pieces. She'll run away. You don't have any idea the amount of respect that man has earned from his country's people. So what? It means nothing, you're just imbecile. You seem like you perfectly know somebody. It's because of this some people are getting so much popularity when they actually super evil inside. I'm not going to say how. I see. Have seen the president's true colors. However, the people of Shanfa remain in the dark. Actually, tons of people. Should I inform Agent Lang of the president's true nature? No, telling him now would only further cloud his judgment. Understand, Agent Lang? Please calm down. He spoke out of line. I apologize. Sorry, emotions got the best of me. Okay, how long do you plan on hiding? You can come out now. I'm sorry. It's fine. My anger is directed towards the president's killer. Well, I'll be in. You're actually a pretty good guy, aren't you? That's loyalty to your president. It's mighty admirable. What's it to you? Don't be like that. I've got some good news for you. Ray reckon. What? The president's aunt never passed through the 51st floor. You can count on me. Really? I was in the storeroom myself and I saw it with my very own eyes. That's right, she snuck into the storeroom that day. So she knows every single face that entered it? Thanks. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What is it? I don't intend to give the culprit a single step of leeway. No one's seen the president since he met his courtier 2 days ago. That doesn't change the fact that the body wasn't here yesterday. If he were pushed off 2 days ago, it would be odd that he wasn't found until yesterday. Not a fall from the rope would take a whole day. I'll admit, there are few things I still haven't figured out. Regardless, there's one thing I'm certain of. This. What exactly occurred here last night? I'm certain they have to look into all that in order to uncover the truth. Because the body and the hoofprints could have only appeared last night, right? Ajalan, I'd like to bring the body in for the autopsy. John, it's in your hands. Make sure you show the proper respect. I also have one more thing to report. What is it? I found some footprints near the body. They were left within the area that looks like a monster's footprint. The human footprints within the monster's footprint? What kind of footprints? So, they were the footprints of a child about the size of an elementary school student. What? Huh? An elementary school student? Wait, would it be... Who was that? Miss Nichols? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please, excuse my rudeness. There's something you want to say? What is she so scared of? I'm worried that you think poorly of me, but please let me testify something. It's really important. It's not something you need to be so worried about. What is it? Last night, I actually came here. What? Why did you come here? Well, I got a little worried, so I stopped by to check up on John. John? You mean John Marsh? As I thought. Yes, last night John stayed here late in order to practice by himself. Well, he's really dedicated. Well, this movie is the first time he's starring as the lead role, so I'm sure he wants to do his best. She must have witnessed something last night. When was this? If I remember correctly, I think it was a little past 10 PM. Looked like it was going to rain. I was getting worried, so I came to check up on him. so bad about rain, by everyone afraid of it. When I got here, well, I'm quite a flooding, maybe? You saw something? Yes, John was practicing by himself, and right above his head, I saw a long neck. A neck? Yes, its skin was really scaly, almost like a reptile. It was like the neck of a dinosaur. Wow there! Could that been Guardian? Last time I went hunting for it. It was a bust, but I reckon this could be the real deal. What, so this time it's Guardian? That's right, I was really surprised. Told John in the boy who can communicate with Mozilla. Yeah, that's right. Them horns of his lets him hear what the monster's saying, right? Even so, he was looking up at Guardian's face, and he was talking to it. See no Guardian face at all. Also, in these headsets, he reminds me of this person from Shin Megami Tensei Toxic game. Actually for DS. I don't remember its name. Was he the character for the first game or second one? Also don't remember. Need to play it as well. But to play it, I need to play all Megami Tensei game, starting from NES, something like this. Kuluk will be playing it at some point of time. I would like to play it before him. Looks like they were friends. That's Sunbird. You say that, sister. It's pretty darn strange, I reckon. That boy's a little traitor. Since she's gotten reality mixed up with the movies. Hey, mister. Did you really see that? Easily? Right. Yes, but I was so shocked I immediately ran home after that. What do you make of this, Mr. Prosecutor? Has another monster taken the stage? Jilang, do you really believe this absurd testimony? I couldn't care less about the monsters. However, looks like who we need to talk to next has been decided now, hasn't it? John Marsh. He was here last night. It's very likely he saw something, isn't it? Atobai. John Marsh. We have got some question for you, best team. John kind of left a while ago. What? Let's go after him. Where'd he run off to? He might have just gone back home. That's right, I mean, doesn't look like they're going to get any filling done today. Or he may have run away. Aren't you just overthinking things? Still a child. You mentioned that he could have murdered the president by himself. You said he was alone, but that monster helped him. That boy can summon a monster to his aid, right? Very funny. I'm not saying that he's definitely the culprit, but right now he's the most prominent witness we have, so we'll need to find that brat. Mr. Ashworth? Nami! He left. He ran away. What's the detective doing? It doesn't matter. It's not like I can rely on this country's police anyways. Ajilan, do you intend to continue investigating by yourself? Yeah, that's right. Got a problem with that? Did you always have a small army of subordinates with you before? That's right, but you know, being a lone wolf isn't all that bad. You don't have to worry about your subordinates or partners. All needs are your funds. Simple, right? Subordinates and partners. Well then, I'll be seeing you too. Things are getting interesting. I reckon I'm about to get real busy myself, so I got me a pair of monsters to hunt. I'm definitely getting my hands on this scope. Things have gotten pretty crazy, haven't they? Indeed. There's the footprints of Mozilla, and now the Shadow Guardian. By the way, this taxi driver sitting on the spot for Japanese cars, right? In PC version they changed his position? Maybe they simply reverse in the background? It's almost exactly like the movie. How about the Go Monster Hunter Zone? Well, isn't that... Isn't that one of Lang's men? It's one of Agent Lang's subordinates. You met him during another case. Excuse me? Oh, but you're the Ashwamp. It has been a while. Shouldn't you be following Mr. Lang? Agent Lang? Shifu? Is no longer my boss. What exactly happened? Do you remember the incident from 1 month ago? The Yatakarasu incidents had been involved with. Agent Lang made a major mistake back then. He almost aided and abetted a dangerous criminal. Suddenly, it had come quite close to that at the time. Shifu took responsibility for what happened, and our team was disbanded. Disbanded? So that's what Agent Lang was talking about when he said he had become a lone wolf. Then why are you here? That's... well, I was a little worried about Shifu. Seeing that even now he's still chasing after them. The ghost of 12 years past. Ghost of 12 years past? Just... what are you... I'm sorry, I already said too much. If you'll excuse me... This ghost Agent Lang is chasing after. Do they also have something to do with this case? Looks like everyone left now. So what do we do now? Well, Miss Hart is going after the monsters and Agent Lang is going after John. I should also try approach in this case from a different angle. I recall to know things that I must do. Mow the grass. Mow the lawn. Tomorrow. Better. Because it's already springtime. Should also try approach on this case from a different angle. What angle would that be? We should listen to what Judge Courtney has to say. That's right, she refused to say anything. If I'm not mistaken, Miss Courtney is. Because it's time for Gambit, so it will be for this boy. Flashbacks. She said that she had a trial coming up. Indeed, let's head to the courthouse as well. Okay. To be continued. Begin part 2, what it will be. She didn't pay attention that different parts have different parts. Power of the prison. Court is now in session. Is the defense ready? Of course, Your Honor. We can begin whenever you want. The prosecution has been ready from the start, Your Honor. John Crane, attorney in charge of the defense, has passed on from this world. Furthermore, Sebastian the Best, the prosecutor in charge, has disappeared. And so Franziska and Mr. Shields have taken over their duties. In this case, Franziska will win. I believe she's stronger. Before we begin, I would like to apologize for the delay of today's trial. As the crime took place in the prison, a place where justice is normally administered, and defendant, or the warden of the prison, was exacerbating the situation. Exacerbating? You heard it. Additional time was specially arranged to investigate and prepare for the trial. In addition, the defense attorney in charge of the case, Jill Crane, has recently passed away. Due to these circumstances, the trial has further delays. Was further delayed. Mr. Schultz, Miss Von Karma, at this time, I'd like to give you my gratitude for taking up this responsibility on short notice. Guess this is the last job Courtney Pies, friends, left behind for us, Well, Uncle is more than happy to help out. Although, having said that, I only had enough time to skim through the case files. Okay, on your end, Franny Pie? What kind of prosecutor abandons his own case and vanishes without trace? I won't allow any more delays in this trial while we wait for that foolish man to return. I've received the evidence just now. There should be no problem. Continue the trial. Have my things. And with that, hereby call the defendant, Patricia Rowland, to the stand. Foxes are back? Indeed. Look at this. Now then, will the prosecution please give us their opening statement? Very well, Your Honor. The defendant. Please wait, Your Honor. What is it? Well, there's something I'd like you to fill me in on. Just what exactly am I doing in a place like this? Then perhaps you do well to listen to the opening statement. So if I listen to it, I'll get it? Okay then, let's hear it. That was the plan from the start. Now if you would kindly shut up and listen. The incident occurred in the detention center and the prison Warden Roland is in charge of. The victim is Horace Knightley, was being held in the detention center. The accusation is said that this woman here is the culprit. This knife, the murder weapon, is the decisive. Mr. Karma, something wrong? That's impossible! The evidence is. What's wrong with the evidence, friend Pie? The evidence. The knive's gone! The chisel, Stokin's bell attached to it, is missing too. What? Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what's in the meaning of this? I don't understand it either, Order. If there's no evidence, then I suppose there's not much reason for me to be here. Some prosecutor can't even hold on to one little piece of evidence. What a dunce. I only received everything that the previous prosecutor had. It appears the culprit is that pampered prosecutor, the boy Blunder. Hey, Courtney Pie, what is it? Your Honor, consider our predicament. Won't say we postpone the trial until later? The defense proposal is overruled. Courtney Pie. I know, right? It's troubling for me if this trial were to be delayed any further. I just want everyone to know that I'm innocent as soon as possible. Innocent? I've had more than enough of you foolish. And besides, you don't have any evidence, right? I recall a settled saying. In court, evidence is everything, wasn't it? Since there's no evidence, that would make me innocent. Isn't that right, Your Honor? That is correct. What? The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant guilty. As such, I hereby find that defendant Patricia Rowe.
Objection.
Your horses going by can't just declare you're innocent of all of a sudden. Something the matter for the defense to object to a not guilty verdict? Well, I mean, even you must know that the warden all day is guilty, right? You were there with us when you found the murder weapon. Mr. Schultz, a judge must remain impartial when handing down a verdict. That's why I cannot allow myself to get caught up in my own personal feelings. The person was present where the murder weapon was discovered, and the judge sitting before you now are two completely different people. You're kidding, right? You can only hand down a verdict based upon the evidence that was presented. There is evidence, it's just, well, it's not here right now, but a few minutes. That's all I need. I'll find the evidence and return to court without a fail. The prosecution requests a brief recess, Your Honor. The defense would also like a recess, Your Honor. Goodbye, please. I understand. I shall grant your request. Well, Justin darling, aren't you wishy-washy today? This court will now adjourn for a 15 minutes recess. Don't think it will be enough. During which the prosecution and the defense shall prepare for the resumption of the trial. Understood, Your Honor. It was a close one. Court is now adjourned. Can you find it together? The evidence? Yes, we certainly did. Oh, damn it, detective. Another flashback. Let me skip it. Super long flashback. I wonder if it was stolen by someone. The side shop? Miss Betty and Mr. Keith, did you come to attend the trial? I came because I heard there's a really fun show around here. So where is it? The trial for the case I got caught up in was supposed to have already started, but our practice ran a little late. I believe it was somewhere around here, wasn't it? Actually, two key pieces of evidence have gone missing: the chisel and the knife. Trial is in recess now, sort of like an intermission. Just miss it, Simon. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, looks like Simon's going to get arrested again. No way, I can't. I guess Simon is his usual noisy self. Huh? Think that I would be humiliated like this? And here comes another noisy individual. Now, funny pie, let's just take a moment and calm down a bit. You could pull that whip of yours away, What do I say? Which prosecutor? When I get my hands on him, my whip is going to give him that thrashing of a lifetime. Else, why don't you try talking to him? Good grief. On that note, I guess I should probably hear what she has to say. if it isn't former prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Francisca, those who have abandoned the posts of a prosecutor do not belong here. Now be a good boy and go home. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Francisca, I now expected you to end up taking over the prosecution of this case. The bodyguard of the president of Shenfa, Horace Knightley, was murdered. Defendant in the former warden of the prison, Patricia Rowland. The knife she used and the murder weapon had been prepared as evidence. However, the murder weapon has disappeared without a trace. Not only did he abandon his own case, but he also made me look like a fool in court. Actually, when evidence is very well documented, you don't need a physical evidence. Or not? No idea. The next time I see that foolish fool of a prosecutor, I'll whip some backbone into him. Don't mind if you whip some backbone into him, but stop whipping innocent bystanders. Still, what are you going to do, Francisca? It says it's only 15 minutes. You're always so calm and collected, like an anchorman reading off a teleprompter. It makes me sick. I should probably stay classy and avoid the confrontation. Phew, for now. Okay, let's speak to someone else. Okay, looks like you've gotten your memories back. Yeah, I'm better now. I was really worried, you know? Though that other key was also pretty cute. Well then, now that you're recovered, how about a hug for old time's sake? Nope. We need to focus on the trial right now. Yeah, things aren't looking good. Wells, you still don't have your prosecutor's badge, right? Do you finally feel like following in your father's footsteps? Somebody left it in someone else's car. I wasn't strapped for a badge. Furthermore, right now I'm unable to follow in my father's footsteps. I see. Well, there's no need to rush your decision. Take all the time you need to determine the path you want to follow. In any case, the door's always open for you at the Edgeworth Law Offices. Mr. Schultz. At any rate, you'll have to search for the evidence. Do I have any evidence that can help them, actually? Actually, don't know. Maybe not. But we can't interrupt the trial. Uncle is in a pickle. Only there was someone who could find the evidence for us. That look of expectation on your face says it all. If only there were someone who could... in the storeroom? On the 51st floor? Could go search for the evidence for us. Oh, very well. I'll go look for them. Mouse, do that for us? Of course, finding the evidence within 15 minutes will be no easy task. But worst comes to worst, Ray, Furnier Pie will help you stall for time. Until you recover the evidence, we won't let you hand down a verdict. Please do so. Francisca, are you okay with this? You're asking me, Francisca von Karma, to help you out? I'll be better off spending the rest of your life as an anchorman for the local news. Karma, this is an emergency. Could really use your cooperation. I understand. As acting prosecutor, I, along with that attorney over there, shall continue this trial. Meanwhile, you, the former prosecutor, shall run around and look for the evidence. All for my sake. It's a job that suits you perfectly. I'm glad that you're on board. I'll help you out too, cause I really don't wanna get arrested again. Sounds like fun. Regina wants to tag along too. Alright, that will be helpful. Now then, where should I begin? I think we should go find that person and hear what they have to say. Who should I talk to in order to learn where the evidence went? Huh? The best?
Take that!
Yes, the person in charge of the evidence was Sebastian the Best. You mean that's rookie prosecutor, right? Got it. I'll leave him to you. Alright, team. Time for Uncle Ray to have a strategy meeting with the opposing counsel. Just the two of Mouse Edgewell. You better not keep me waiting, lest you end up like your friend here. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. Gosh, I want to sleep now. I wonder why. Because I didn't sleep yesterday? Fine, wait for me. Wait for me. Now then, let's go help look for Sebastian as well. Or not. Judge Courtney. If it isn't Prosecutor Edgehog, I hope that's all is well. All is not well, just what was going on in that trial earlier? Okay, there's no need for that. But even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, that made you... In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, should not affect the verdict. So, did the George persona of Justin Courtney be seen? Cold-blooded and heartless, it's fine if you think of me as such. Even a suggestion, she's still this stubborn? Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you. And what would that be? 2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower. The roof, you say? You met with the presidents there, correct? And all of you were caught on the security camera. There's some sort of problem with that? Today, the president's body was discovered. Very well, very close to the Grand Tower. That's... You understand now, don't you? You're a suspect. What happened between you and the president up on the roof? Nothing. Barely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. Took the elevator back down alone. In the end, that was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the president talk about? That cannot say. I see. However, I cannot afford to let up just yet. And he wasted 15 minutes on Gambit? That being the case, guess my only remaining option is to use that. She's definitely hiding something. And I'm going to draw it out of here. 2 nights ago, Judge Courtney met with President Hank. When they will be fight. It is true that I spoke with President Han on the roof of the Grand Tower. However, we only discussed business. There's no need to tell you what was said. Just like in the trial earlier, she won't reveal her personal feelings easily. When she's speaking as a judge, it would be better for me to wait and see what develops. Now then, I'll start by asking her what she talked about with the president. Could you tell me what you and the president talked about? My meeting with the president was strictly business, and since it has nothing to do with you, I'm not obliged to to answer your question. I appreciate you understanding. Even so, you certainly are a very busy person, aren't you? You're a member of the PIC and a judge as well, and even assist in the investigations. I'm simply fulfilling the professional duties that have been assigned to me. Was the meeting with the president also one of the duties assigned to you as a judge? Yes, of course it was. I am one who lives for the law. I would never act outside my professional duties. And this morning, you returned Key's promise notebook to me. Don't believe that all of your actions are simply done for the sake of your duties. It's true, it seems I still retain some immature qualities. When called immature, it was your own personal kindness. Weren't you also distressed when you found out the president had passed away? Yes, it is very unfortunate. Why did he have to die? Since he was crushed by the head of a monster called the Mighty Mozilla. Excuse me, you see, Mozilla is... Is that true? You mean the president died at the temporary Mozilla film lot? Yes, that's right. I'm surprised that you know about Mozilla. Yes. I had heard about it from Sebastian. He told me that the movie was being filmed near the Grand Tower. She seems awfully shaken up about that. I'm also curious about Sebastian, who went missing along with the evidence. She said she wouldn't talk about the president. I might be able to get you to reveal her secret through another line of questioning. She's flustered beyond normal. There must be some reason behind it. Francisca may have taken over the prosecution in Sebastian's place, however. As long as he still possesses some of the evidence, the trial cannot proceed. Tend to carry out a fair trial. If the prosecution is unable to present evidence, the defendant must be declared not guilty. I'm a judge, I cannot allow my own personal feelings to get in the way. So you say you're not the least bit worried about Sebastian's whereabouts? Of course, I am. I'm worried about Sebastian as well, but... You're worried about Sebastian as well? Would that mean that there's someone else you're worried about? By any chance, wouldn't that person have something to do with your unnatural behavior? It's impossible. I am a follower of the law. I will not be swayed by personal feelings. It may be true that those who stand in court have a duty to follow the law. However, we are not superheroes. You and I are only humans. It's impossible to completely ignore your own feelings and render an impartial judgment. It is as you say. As I am now, cannot hand down an impartial verdict. Judge Courtney, why don't you tell me the truth? What am I supposed to do? For Judge Courtney to become this distraught, she should find out exactly who she is searching for. Up until now, she has been wearing the mask of a judge. This time I should be able to draw out her true feelings. Is the person you're searching for Sebastian by any chance? When Sebastian learned of his father's true colors, he went into hiding his own free will. I'm worried about him, but this may be a trial he needs to overcome on his own. since he went into hiding of his own accord, could return whenever he wanted to. Could be the person you are searching for is unable to return under their own power. In regards to that, my lips are sealed. I'm unable to talk about it right now. I think about what might happen to that child if I talked. That child. Could you tell me who you're referring to? It's nothing. He's paying it no mind. Gyakuten's expression has changed. It seems I've managed to uncover a clue. Gyakuten, tell me who you're searching for. My lips are sealed. That is not something I can talk about right now. I'm trying using that clue. Could it be you're searching for that child who was gone missing? That's good. Since you said it was a child, I presume they're of a young age, right? So you can't answer any questions about him. This boy has nothing to do with you or the president's assassination. I don't have enough clues to proceed in this line of questioning. Mozilla now? Okay. Are you searching for the mighty Mozilla? I don't have the time to play along with your chores right now. It's not a joke. Just a moment ago, you were surprised to learn that the president had been crushed by Mozilla, correct? That was... You're surprised by the president's cause of death. That he passed away at the temporary field lot, of all places. From the way you're talking, since you have a problem with where he died? That's not true, it's just for the president to have passed away at a field lot, a place where dreams are made. Dreams are made? Money are made! Just thought it would be better if the movie's cast and crew made unaware of the truth. Super rarely, only in some indie movies, dreams are made, but usually it's always money and nothing else. And I saw the same this. However, the movie's cast and crew are already aware of the president's death, and called a female staff member and John Marsh at the crime scene. No, how could it have come to this? She seems to act strongly when it comes to the stuff of the Mozilla film. How's he related to him? Earlier, when Mozilla was brought up, it seemed to be a sensitive topic for you. Is the child you spoke of involved with the Mozilla movie? How? How do you know that? You're usually so calm, yet you seem rather distraught right now. Please tell me, who is that child? I understand. If you come to know this much, I shall prepare myself for the worst. Child I'm searching for is a boy by the name of John Marsh. John... Why do you want to know his whereabouts? Well... that much I simply cannot say. Gyakuten, didn't you say you were prepared for the worst? Even if you don't intend to talk, I'm determined to expose the truth, and... You know, Cube, I want to buy pelmeni. Ravioli and other stuff. But thank you. Definitely tomorrow I'll go and buy some. No matter what. Actually, the store that's selling it, it's kinda close to me. It's on the north side. It's actually good. It's a good place to live, first of all. It's open at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. If I go by now, it will be just 23 minutes. Despite to the center of town right now. Wonder how long will it take. For example, the Alamo. If I go to Alamo, God, I don't want to use stop. I want to check how am I close to Alamo. Okay. It will be actually 29 minutes. This means there's no traffic jam right now. Usually at 7 p.m. Well, it's Sunday 7 p.m. not weekday. It's super hard to get to the middle. Yeah, usually it's very terrible traffic, etc. So Sunday evening is the best one? Because people are trying to get some sleep for the Monday. Yeah, пельмени. Russian dumplings from Perm, I believe, originally. And if you don't intend to talk, I'm determined to expose the truth. It's Microsoft. Why is she searching for John? Must get you to tell me the reason. I acquainted with him. I acquainted with John by any chance? He is a famous movie star. But he's not a star, it's the first time when it's main role. Don't there's anyone who doesn't know who he is. Actually, I hadn't heard of him until I met with him today. That just proves you have much to learn. Allow me to give you a lesson. I know everything about him. My apologies. I seem to have lost my composure. Is he your relative somehow? You tend to lose your calm whenever the conversation turns to John, unless you witness and he's supposed to be a son of one of those two people. The murderer, a victim. Because he's suddenly assault. Wait a second. No, if he's suddenly assault. When did it take place? I forgot. We're talking about something what happened 12 years ago, but no, it was. No, he's too young, I believe, but I'm not sure. You tend to lose your calm whenever the conversation turns to John. John Connor, don't you? In any case, while we know everything about John, it's a one-sided relationship. I don't have enough clues. Okay, what? Are you a fan of his? Could it be that you're a fan of John Marsh? Yes. That's right. I am a fan of John Marsh, the famous child actor who has been called a prodigy. I knew his movie was being filmed in front of the Grand Tower, so the temporary film lot had been on my mind. See, I suppose a fan would be curious about that. Did you know that John was at the temporary film lot? Yes, of course I did. Saying they would be filmed there all day today, and yet... Sound like a stalker? It almost sounds as if John himself told you personally. I doubt he would give his schedule to a marathon. That's true, isn't it? Please don't pay any mind to that statement. She made another slip of the tongue. She must be really worried about John. So, she has spoken with John. This could be a useful clue. Yes, keep analysis. I understand you're worried about him, but aren't you a bit too flustered? You told me earlier that you had spoken with John. Isn't that true that you are indeed acquainted with him? By the way, why says a choice when he's trying or not trying to use the claw? But it's possible not to use it. Or in the future, and some last gambit, we'll need to do something like this. How could I have committed such an indiscretion? It appears that John and Judge Courtney are acquaintances. This could be a vital clue. Actually, we are searching for John as well. Would you happen to have any idea where he might be? Why would you think that I would know where he is? John and I. There's no connection between us. Right, the clue. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with John, but at the very least, the two of you must be acquaintances. Judge Courtney, won't you allow us to help you in your search for him? Help? No, that won't be allowed. Who won't allow it? The so-called goddess of law? The person who knows where the child is. A kidnapper? How he was kidnapped so soon? See, finally I've connected all the pieces of the puzzle. The reason why you cannot easily talk about John, it was because someone kidnapped him, isn't that right? Judge Courtney, I would like to hear the truth from your own lips. I understand. This time, and evidence somehow related to this, I will truly be prepared for the worst. Just as you deduced, someone has kidnapped John. As I thought. There was a kidnapping. Well, it's actually a kid who was kidnapped and not some adult who's supposed to be abducted. So how's John's kidnapping related to you in any way? John and I are mother and child. What? I was unable to learn much about the conversation she had with the president, but how old is she? He's 7 years old. She's 23 years old? 26? Have learned of John's kidnapped. To check. It was an unexpected result, but with that, it's checkmate. Let's see. She's 26. How can she be the mother? What? John is Courtney's son? Except if he's actually the elementary school kids. But he's in the middle school already. No, I mean, he's already so big for him to be... Yes, John is indeed my son. Please look at this. It's a clipping from a magazine. It's a line? It's an article about John. Do you always carry this around with you? Yes, I always keep it close by. It's like a charm to me. Seeing the bond they share is a strong one. However, are you absolutely certain that he's been kidnapped? Yes, I received a call from the kidnapper just before the trial started. What were their demands? They had only one demand, and not guilty verdict, for Patricia Rowland. Let's see, so that's what happened. There's no evidence that would make me innocent. Isn't that right, Your Honor? That is correct. The prosecution continue flashbacking of just of what just happened just 7 minutes ago, not even an hour ago. So that's why you were going to deliver a not guilty verdict earlier. I'm not qualified to be a judge. A judge must be able to remain impartial and composed above all else. And yet, despite this, in the trial just now, I was about to hand down a verdict that was led solely by my heart. Judge Corker, the goddess of law must be furious with me, but I simply couldn't do it. Couldn't hand down a fair verdict, which meant I had to sacrifice my own son. Of course you can't. Okay. A real parent would never abandon their own child. If that makes the goddess of law angry, then maybe the goddess is the one who is wrong. The goddess is guilty. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed, we're a goddess guilty. We're responsible for upholding the law, but at the same time, we're only human. Nobody would hand down a verdict, would sacrifice their own child. Thank you very much, Miss Faraday, President Edgeworth. However, I cannot simply run away from the courtroom. Judge Courtney, so this is where you've been. It feels it's time. Miss Courtney, my father, he was a prosecutor. Your father? Yes, he's still in court, just like you. And now with all that has happened, it got me thinking. What if my father had been in the same position as you are now? The prosecutor was being coerced into obtaining a guilty verdict. I know, if my life were on the line, my father would definitely come to steal you back. Steal you back? Miss Courtney, why don't you let us take care of it? What? I'm gonna go steal John back for you. As the second Yatagarasu, I, Kate Faraday, give you my word. So the grand thief Yatagarasu plans to steal the truth. What say you, Judge Courtney? Will you place your trust in your own great thief? In our young great thief? What am I saying? Senator Edgeworth. And if it's alright with you, I wish to help as well. Thank you very much. I know that it's really not my place to ask this of you, but please, do whatever you can. Please save John. Good. Just leave everything to us. Allow me to leave my cell phone with you. You may get a call from the kidnapper at some point. She's from community of outlaw renegades? Just think they are having a right to judge. To trust your words? I don't know, maybe we should not trust her child words. Who said that he's 7 years old? Somebody. Well, last name means nothing. Can be a stage name. What do we have actually? About him. His age is certain, as you can see. So it's official age. I don't know what to do and what to think about it. You have my word. I will ensure the safe return of your phone along with your son. And I will do everything in my power to prolong the trial. But even then, at most, the trial can only last for about 2 more hours. 2 hours, huh? So until 2 PM. Will they on his mother? I mean, she's not. That's our time frame. Versus on 2 cards. Miss Faraday, Physical Edgemod, shall leave the rest to you. Okay, I thought you were taking a break from being the Great Thief. As of right now, the Great Thief Yatagarasu is back in business. Alright, time to put on the gloves and hit the pavement. It's my first request after all. And that's all. In that case, you'll better begin our investigation post-haste. If we hope to track down John... Where'd he run off to? He might have just gone back home. That's right. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to get any filming done today. Or he may have run away. Should already begin our investigation from the front of the Grand Tower. Hey, hold it, Mr. Edgeworth. You're not the one in charge anymore. From here on out, there's a job for a great thief, which means I am the leader now. And if that's the case, then what am I supposed to do? Mr. Edgeworth, you get to be the first ever great thief assistant. So I'm a thief assistant now. Alright, let's get going. The great thief Yatagarasu takes flight once again. Here we are, the scene of the crime. Let's get to work. Now say it with me, Mr. Edgeworth. Say what? Even in the depths of night. Come on, say the rest with me. And just why should I do that? Because the Great Thief Yatagarasu has a right on the scene. If you don't say the introduction, it just doesn't feel right. No intention of becoming a thief. Fine then, I'll do it by myself. In the depth of night, when no other birds dares to take flight, one alone serves to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that's one is me, for I am the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Yes, King? I know you are. I, on the other hand, am starting the investigation. You know fun. You don't have time for fun. We only have until 2 o'clock. We need to begin making inquiries immediately. Good thing we have a photo, so we can go right ahead and start asking around. Still, there are plenty of people and... Wait a second, what are you doing here? A long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. You are... This is Will Powers. He's an action star I met in a previous case. He also played the role of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. It's been a long time, now he's playing this Mozilla? Nice to meet you, I'm Kate Faraday, Great Thief. Some stuff has happened, so now Mr. Edgeworth is my assistant. Nice to meet you, but... a thief? And Mr. Edgeworth is your assistant? Please pay is no hit. More importantly, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case. Okay, don't know if I'll be much help though. He's an actor who has been working with John. Maybe a bit sudden, but let's hear what he has to say. Oh, I recall now. I need to buy an adapter. So I actually find it, I actually had it somewhere here. Completely forgot. Alright, send it. Monster movie. It seems they put a lot of work into this movie. That's because this is our first attempt at making a sequel to an old classic. Old classic, 12 years! Global Studio is pouring their heart and soul into this one when the first Iron Man of the current franchise was released. It's already an old classic? They put that much effort into making a new Steel Samurai series. Classic is something from 80s at least, so it's supposed to be like 50 years ago, but this is old classic. Failed clone of Imperial President? But you think they are related? I don't know what to say. We already know that he's playing the role of Mozilla in the movie, but he didn't say it. What if it's possible? What role are you playing this time, Mr. Powers? I'm playing the Mighty Mozilla. Oh, you're the main character! Main character is Kid. Well, much obliged. I'm wearing a full body costume again, so my face won't be seen this time either. Seeing that costume sure is a cool though. Wanna try wearing it too? Now, how about next time you let me get in the costume? Maybe just the horn part. That's not really possible. Can't get inside the horns. Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm not in the Screen Actors Guild at all. Don't think that's what he means. I had heard that you were heading the investigation for this case, but... well, that's not the prosecutor in charge, though. But if you're the assistant, does this mean that Kay is in charge? No, this is just a simple... You got a good eye on you. You've got a good guy in you. You're completely right. She jumped at the chance. Since I'm in charge here, I'd like you to answer a few questions first. And please be frank. Did anything happen to catch your eye? Ergo, didn't you notice anything? Is she trying to imitate? Be frank, well, I feel sorry for the victim, but can't help but worry about what will happen with the filming from now. No, that's only natural. Still, I would think that filming would be difficult now. Knew it, that's bad. Can only use this location for a little while longer too. Is the film almost complete then? No, but construction will begin here soon, so won't be able to film here anymore. Yep, only using this vacant lot till construction begins. So the rest of the movie will be filmed at Global Studios. Things aren't looking good. There's even some people spreading bad rumors. Bad rumors? Lately, a journalist has been coming by repeatedly saying this film looks hiding a real monster, reckon. There aren't no use in it. And stuff like that. Feeling I know who you're talking about. Yes, it was that photographer from before. That actually hiding a real monster on you? Of course not, there really was one. Be out of a job. I would like to ask you some question about John. About John? I heard about it from the girl stuff. How he suddenly vanished from right in front of you guys. That's just like him. Does he do that a lot? Say so. During film breaks, if you even took your eyes off of him for a moment, he'll be gone. Do you have any idea as to where he might have gone? Don't know, but I ran into him as he was leaving the film lot. What? Really? Where did John go? Saw him get in the trail, but when I was checking the equipment, he was gone again. The trailer, huh? There might still be some traces of him left behind. Mr. Powers, could you show us the trail? Sure thing. It's a bit of a mess right now, though. Let's take him up on his offer and examine the inside of the trail. So, let's go. Can I do it right now? How's supposed to go? Or I need to continue investigating here. Looks like I need to continue. Wait a second, I wanted to present this one to him. It looks like that. The entire cast and crew are all pumped up for this work, even more than usual. But all the hardships, we are never without a smile. It's nice, very nice smile. And now this happened. So there's nothing I can do about the interruption of the film. If I solve this case, I might be able to resume filming. In that case, there's only one thing for us to do. Is to look around. Of course. It's past 8. Okay, I have approximately like 46 minutes. It's better to go and get some sleep before Monday. But be right back again. Do I need cravat? I just need to buy one actually. Oh my god, I need to buy so many things. We're supposed to get all the money. Alright, need to buy it as well. What else? Cardboard maybe? Holy shit. Forgot about something else, but of course. Holy shit. I need to check this in. Why is it like I don't remember anything? Anyway, I had time. Had no time today, for example. Alright, so where the heck is this trailer? And this one. About John Sid. It's on there where that backpack is sitting. Something is sticking out of the back. This is a tape? Well, it's a tape for filming. Why does John have one? Did he feel something? This might be a clue. There anyway to check its contents. You have a monitor to look over the footage that was filmed and use that. Now then, let's see what's on the tape. Looks like when John was practicing. John was practicing by himself in another flashback. The monster's footprints can be seen as well, so this must have been recorded last night. Done that sometimes. When he's not happy with his performance, he'll sneak onto the set to practice by himself. Oh, he really is hardworking. He sure is, although he's young. He's a real pro. He never rests until he's satisfied. And again, I'm saying that I approve of him using the equipment without asking. He is able to operate the equipment all by himself? More or less, it was just basic feeling. What's wrong? What the heck is on the back? Why isn't John on the screen anymore? Very strange. Flashback attorney. Think he ran off somewhere just a few seconds before this. Did he go somewhere while the camera was still recording? Tape ends here. Looks like this was all that was recorded. No one else was on camera except for John. Hey John. Guess he's not here. This basket looked pretty suspicious to me, but it suddenly does. What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? The truck's body is cold, so the chin touch seems to have been parked here for some time. Sun's supposed to warm it up, but it's cold. Can figure all that's out just by touching it? Well, the spring in Japan, so it's cold, I understand. Considering the length of time it's been parked here, the driver must not be nearby. So here, even if it's winter, if it's -degree, in shadow, it still will be hot on sun. I suppose you won't be able to ask them any questions until they return, so if car is parked here outside, it's winter, it's cold temperature, sun will warm it up and still be hot. Want it or not? It was some kind of garage? Actually, what was added? Nothing here. Thank you for your hard work, particularly Edgeworth. Where's your stream, Kraden? Where is it? I'm not a prosecutor at the moment, but I'm keep quiet about that for now. Thank you. What are you doing here? So, I'm on guard duty. Then, could you tell me about the cars that have passed through here today? Spent 4 hours arguing with someone? That's a lot. The only ones that came through here were that taxi and that blue truck. So 2 different vehicles came through this place. It's valuable information. Hey buddy, what's wrong? Your face looks so serious. Have you picked up any passengers here today? I sure did, but there was only one group. What did they look like? It was a pair of men. They were both wearing black. You happen to see a small boy with them? Here's a picture of him. Didn't quite get it. why you actually was doing highlights. When I started, I don't know when, I didn't even think to publish any highlights on Twitch. Because in general, nobody watching past streams on Twitch, except 1-2 person. No, seriously. So they were correct that they stopped doing this. Just waste of high drive for SSD store and processing as well. Tons of money, and Twitch actually not making any money. They're unprofitable. So it's only time when they actually close the server or somebody buys them, like YouTube, for example, Google. Except Amazon and Google are against each other usually. Hedgehog language? To zombie language? Material cube? No, it was just the two guys. I understand. Thank you for cooperating. Was hoping he would have some information for us. No, I will explain. So Kraden is saying that he needs to watch more anime instead of playing games, because he cannot archive the games anymore. Well, that's why. You can actually buy Twitch Turbo if it's possible. If with Twitch Turbo you can save for up to 2 months, I believe. So I have it right now, because I don't like to watch any advertisements on anyone's channel, and my past broadcast goes up to... Okay, the last one was... Oh my god, 2 months, yes. When I was playing Grandia, stream number 4. I was playing Grandia 2 months ago, it seems like 2 years ago. So... we'll have some time to upload it to YouTube. Money? I cannot send money to anyone. On this, for example, donation alerts, what was this? Boosty. They're not accepting my cards anymore. At all. So I raised the support tickets and they say they're looking at it. And still nothing. Still not working. So hoping he would have some information for us, but I guess not. And of course you need to pay for it every single month. Mother said that cars that came through in 2 men. Still not enough. What should I review here? This trailer used to shuttle actors to and from the film lot. Shuttles the actors? Does it mean? It's a trailer. Ready for launch. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Blast off at the speed of light. By the way, you know what? Right now in Belarus, only mirror cards are working. They're not accepting Visa or anything else. It's kinda stupid. So if I go to Belarus, I need some cash money to use. I hate cash. Solar Sun. Wait a second, can't you simply hit every single upload to YouTube, except the longest stream that's longer than 12 hours? Well, I need to at some point of time, but I don't know when. There's tons of stuff I need to do. Last time on the speed of light. Shower thrusters. Full. Rocket bathroom engage. Much slower. I prefer a calm relaxing bath myself. What was this? Appears to be a map of the area around the Grand Tower. Let's take a look. And... so what? I never really cared much for that sort of thing. And that ultraviolet rays from the sun can cause burn marks on your skin. Indeed! But they in Japan, it's not so cruel. Okay, what kind of world are you talking about? Come on, talking about the rising sun park, of course. Like to bask in that sentiment while I watch the sunrise at the park. Also, during sunrise, it's just less than 3 index. Well, tons of things. First of all, I need to do some project in my old home. Need to sell some stuff. Need to relocate some stuff. More importantly, it's simply impossible to buy tickets that go straight to Belarus. You need to go through something else. For example, Dubai. So spend like 1 day in Dubai, next go to Belarus if I need. But again, I'm not sure when, how, is it possible or not. Shanghai Coliseum. It's a place where all sorts of special events are held. If I go to Belarus, I will be offline for, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe. Also had to go to the World Thief Expo. It was cancelled this year. And this means I will not be able to watch someone's streams, of course. And then it's a huge event, where all the greatest thieves from around the world gather. But last year, everyone who went got arrested. So there was a trap set up by the police to catch the thieves. Even knowing that, still want to go? Here's the Grand Tower. It's where we are right now. It's a nice building, but can't say I'm fun. Can't blame her. It would be strange if she never wanted to set foot in the tower again. Wouldn't be strange. Better than Dubai? Well, there was another option to go to Qatar or go to Istanbul. Anyway, I need to go after this to Tbilisi, I believe. But Mr. Angelos, once we discover the truth and complete his soulless case, can we come here again just to sightseeing? Sightseeing. We can bring Gami along with us too. So, at some point of time, I will not be streaming for maybe a month, despite I will be only 2 weeks away. Kaza hurt? No, it will change nothing. There's no direct transfer between cards. It will change completely nothing. The national race does not accept cards from my country. That's it. So, no. Only if you will be able to connect it to some service like Stream Alerts, Stream Elements, something like this. But I doubt that I will be able to do this, because you're supposed to live in the countries that are actually connected to this service. China? Guangzhou? Guiyang? No, I definitely not going to travel through China. It's impossible. Not an option. You're letting the past hold you back, and always looking forward. It's just like you. Unfortunately, we aren't quite finished here yet. Still much left to solve. So early to be making plans for the future. Okay, so well then, let's hurry up and solve it. Okay, what about this Twilight Station that I cannot check? It's reference to Kingdom Hearts. Dusk Waste Management. Do they help you manage your wasteful spending? No, this is where the garbage trucks bring all the combustible waste they collected. By the way, Kane, why are you so fidgety? It's nothing. More importantly, there's another waste center on the top right corner of the map. Since they separate facilities, they probably handle different kinds of waste. Although, there does seem to be a lot of waste management facilities around here. I think I know why, but they're always collecting garbage from dusk till dawn. Were you so fidgety because you were waiting for a chance to say that? Still the harbor and the waste center are quite close to each other. That's what they saying? Not stable. It's stable, but I have more than 10 cards from different banks and none of them is working. Not a single one. And that's where they dispose of all the garbage that comes floating in from the ocean. If it was just unstable, some of them would work. And they do, but I'm sure they also deal with other types of waste as well. Not the types of waste. Don't mean shells and fish bones, do you? You can just throw away the fish and shells you catch from the sea like garbage. Or recycle them, make them into jewelry and stuff. Okay, let's talk about this matter some other time. Actually, I have no idea what should I check here. Just waste of time. What am I supposed to do right now? Can I check everything already? Pieces of film equipment have been placed here. Are you filming today? No, we had to stop filming for the day. Since a box has disappeared. A box? What's he talking about? Yeah, there was some equipment in that box. Take my eyes off of it for a few seconds and look what happens. So there's a thief among us? Exactly what was stolen? Not that much actually, just the box is missing. To put boy inside? Bond receivers. Why would someone steal a box? Personally, I would have taken the stuff inside. Probably wanted the box more than whatever was inside it. Is they planning to put something inside the box? It's already 12:30. I wonder how Miss Courtney and the others are holding up. How will they be able to prolong the trial? We gotta hurry and find John. Innit? Heck no. That's not how it's done. She was released already? Now I'm gonna catch a scoop like that. Sorry, Chef? What am I always telling you? We are missed scoop-eaten animals. Wait to an old donation money? Okay. On the account receivers? On the accounts of receivers? Well, Boost is supposed to work. It's better use Booster. But Boosting donation alerts is actually the same thing. Same company. It's Scoop of stuff. Maybe they both owned by Mail.ru? No story, no glory. And I get to find out. Yes, sir. As expected of my mentor. They here. It's all noisy reporters. Hey, they came here too. Come on, Mr. Airdrop. Let's go talk to them. Good grief. If you must. But I'm Mr. Airdrop, so we meet again. Instead, why here? You were set up as the suspect for the murder. Still, your involvement with the fake assassination plan remains a fact. In this flashback. Not going to read this. Skip it, skip it! Mistreat for donations. For some reason my question was stopped all of a sudden. After a while they just let me out and told me I could go home scot-free. Must be some kind of message saying I need to keep on doing my best out there, I reckon. And they did give me a pretty stern warning not to reveal anything about the case. The official statements released to the public about the assassination attempt, Swift was not involved, must have been the reason why they let you go. But Mr. Edgeworth, attempting to silence Nicole like this, is like trying to pluck a liquid down with your bare hands. She was quick to say something so harsh. Quickly put together the full details of everything I knew about the case. Figured in some of my own dramatizations and brought the article into a publisher. But for some reason, I haven't gotten any replies yet. Were they pressured to keep quiet, or were your dramatizations simply too much? Both are probable, so I'm not sure which is true. What information were you trying to collect here at the Grand Tower? Mr. Edgeworth, you still don't get it, do you? If you wanna ask a reporter a question, gotta give you something first. You mean information that can be used in an article? Bigger, give me some info that will make for a good article. You unload something like that, guess you won't be talking. You need some information about John. Also, thinking, if I start doing a project inside my bedroom, where am I supposed to sleep here? Well, I can sleep actually here. Just remove this thing behind me. Put something like a mattress. There will be enough space. So if you see that my background is no longer here, this means simply that my bedroom is now in this room. Let's show you that piece of evidence and try asking about him. Of course. Miss it. I'm sorry, but about this photo. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I know exactly what's going on. What do you mean? You're searching for him, aren't you? That boy. What? Things are still pretty tough for you. You see? I see. How's Edgeworth, the man of crime? Wherever he goes, dead bodies are sure to follow. Or something like that. That's a terrible reputation to have. Who'd have thought this time there'll be a kidnapping incident? What? How do you know that? Could you keep it down a little? This material is top secret. I haven't even told my mentor about it yet. You're gonna keep it a secret for me. If she finds out, I'll be gone. Why do you know? Courtney should have only told us. I ain't telling that to anyone, not even you, Mr. Prosecutor. This reporter still hasn't learned his lesson. You can give me the stink eye all you want. I still am telling. Do you know something about it? Truth is, I done saw it myself. A boy being taken away by a couple of men in black. What? Where'd they go? That I don't know. They were too far away, so I lost sight of them. So, the Interpol agents now kidnappers? Darn it. But at least we know what the criminals look like. Yes, a pair of men in black. Okay, let's deduce it. Oh, есть лучик. We have now collected some testimony regarding the culprits. Miss Swift says she saw two men sleep away with John. Wait a second, but she looks like John. When I say that I saw John wearing headsets, it actually was her? How the heck it's possible? It shouldn't be. Furthermore, the taxi driver says he picked up two men in his taxi. Must be the same guys. Also, there's reference to Shaman King. By the way, I didn't read it, I didn't watch it, but Credence said that one of super young girl had a child when she was, I don't know, 7 years old, and look at Justin Courtney. She's 26 years old and her kid is 7. Interesting. According to the taxi driver, the two men were alone. John wasn't with them because there was a box. Showman kick. Captain Kirk. Yeah, you're right. That is a problem. Should work. What if the kidnappers stole the box? You mean they... Exactly. They took it in order to carry John inside it. Just a tiny kid, after all. Then the reason the taxi driver didn't see John was because it's like he was put in the trunk at the kidnapper's luggage. But why did they need to go through all the trouble of hiding him? It was the kidnappers must have intended to abduct him without being seen. However, they didn't anticipate all the policemen in the plaza. I see if they tried to just walk away with him, they would be in spot. Just the mere presence of policemen would have been a sizable threat. I get it. In that case, we gotta ask the taxi driver. Did the two men you told us about earlier have any luggage with them? Yeah, they stuffed a huge box into the trunk. And that's that. Those guys must be the kidnappers. Remember where you took those men? Seems to me like something serious has gone down here. If you like, I could take you to the same place I took them. Let's do it, Mr. Edgeworth. You'll be harbor. Thank you for your help. No problem, huh? Just leave it to me. That taxi drove way too fast. Don't feel too good. Mr. Edgeworth, are you alright? Your face is really pale. I'm fine. The driver said they came to this house garage. This must be where those two men brought the box. Mr. Edgeworth, look at the nameplate on the door. Nameplate? What? Blake's the best? So this is the chairman's house. Does that mean the one who kidnapped John was Blaze the best? Blaze should have already been arrested though. The garage door is unlocked. But I do have a good eye for this sort of thing. It smells like motor oil. I think that motorcycle must be Blaze's hobby. Excuse me? You're coming in. Anybody home? Doing something like this as if we are a couple of petty thieves. Be quiet, right now. We're great thieves. Have some self-awareness. She's called me. Nobody's came. For now, it looks like we can get through this without being arrested. It's even the time to be relieved. Now the real deal begins. Let's go look for treasures. We're looking for John, not treasure. This lunchbox. This must be it. This is probably the book that Mr. Powers said had been stolen. So, John was touched in this box, and then transported all the way here. Let's talk about people, as if they are objects, however, that's the case, there's also a possibility that John is still somewhere in this garage. Okay, let's go look for him. Our owner and the great thief and his assistant depend on it. Good grief. Inside the garage, it's impossible. Wow, this bike is so cool. But it's a skull for a headlight. Seeing the eyes lights up when you turn on the headlights. Don't think it can be allowed. It's a modification. It's not just design. But I'm sure his eyes don't glare as well as yours, Mr. Edgewood. Eyes don't actually emit light when they glare, though. I found something good. But that? It's a mechanical gloves. You wear them during vehicle maintenance or when you're working with machinery. Why do you not wear gloves when you drive a vehicle? Some old cars, when it was plastic, I would understand, but now it's soft. They look really stained with motor oil. They also horribly stained with dirt. The gloves have gotten this dirt just from maintaining the bike. I don't really like blades, but these gloves are pretty cool. You think we could come up with some reason to take this with us? You say it like that, makes it hard for me to take them as evidence. What else can I check? Also, why the heck there's no drywall on the ceiling? Well, it's supposed to be called dry ceiling, but no, it's still drywall. There are large tools hanging on the wall, such as a sledgehammer and a shovel. Hold on, it's a spade! It's not a shovel! It's a lot bigger than the gavel Miss Courtney carries around. If I ever become a judge, I want my gavel to be this big. Seeing such a huge gavel in court would be intolerable. Please don't. Not just swing the shovel that's beneath it instead. But you cannot shovel anything with this. You're using it to dig the holes. This means it's spade. There was no business being smoked in court or elsewhere. Please don't. There's someone inside. Is it John? John, we're coming to save you. Huh? This is the best. Yes, I thought. You Sebastian? What? Why? This Blade's house, right? So I mean, yes, it should also be Sebastian's house. So then, why is he here? Okay, go help him out. It has to do with ropes. Just leave it to Key. Here you go. A little pull over here and a quick tuck over there. Alright, Sebastian. It looks a little worth for wear. Sledgehammer. I didn't even pay attention. What was this hammer? It's comedic TV show, never heard about this. Why were you tied up in a place like this? Sledgehammer? Is it something from ex-USSR countries? No, it's sitcom from 80s? Why the heck I've never heard about it? It's this was quite popular. Never heard about it. Oh, very strange. So, why were you tied up in a place like this? How should I know? You guys don't know anything about me. It's because we don't know, that's why we're asking you. He's completely shut off his heart. Indeed, if it's come to this, I suppose I have no choice but to use the not again that. You mean to do this when he is in such a fragile state? It's like kicking a man who is down. My name is Gandalf, and Gandalf means mean? You'll be alright. His mind might break if you corner him too much, you know? Yes, I am aware of that. You'll try to be careful. Really, I wonder how this will turn out. I've never held back against anyone before. It means wait and see. After running out of the meeting room this morning, why would he be here of all places? By the way, I think it will be the last gambit for me. For the day, of course. You guys, you don't know how I feel. 5! He's gone through a lot of shock. Must be on the verge of an emotional meltdown. Can be helped. Nasty dumb? Pretty comfortable? When did you see it? On TV? Or you were watching it on the internet? Can be helped. Times like this, I must quietly listen to what he has to say. Become requested to watch by Craven. Let me send myself a message about it. It will be stupid to request anything because I will not be able to watch if I actually travel somewhere. But again, I don't know when exactly I will be traveling. No idea. So I need to do a lot of preparations, so anyway, I will be offline. No one tells me anything. I'm always the only one being left out like an idiot. Really? Should try to answer his questions as best as I can. The oldest series that I saw on TV was actually Italian. How it was called? I mean, that was not anime, for example. Of course, it was in the 90s. 91, yeah. Before it, I was watching only anime. Okay, it was called Farmacia de Guardia. Not in English, Spanish. Farmacia de Guardia? Well, something like this, it's supposed to sound. Farmaceutica in English. It had never been released in America? "169 episodes, 5 seasons, so Spain, Spanish." So, I was usually watching shows ongoing, so it was released in 91, I saw it in 91. Sadly, I still cannot find the animes that I watched where it was something like 1989, approximately, or 1990. I was able to find one, actually, if you will help me, but I saw much more than this. Indeed, this one. Considering how fragile he is, I won't have much time to spare. I need to ask about his true feelings and try to calm him down post-haste. Could you please tell me what's on your mind? I don't know one. It's not like you'd listen to me anyways. What's wrong? Normally you'll be shouting objection right about now. You serious? You really gonna listen to what I have to say? Can understand the shock you went through after what happened with your father. Hmm? Well, no? There was movie? Actually, I had never seen any movie. And disappointed? Expected. The same as for sequel for some old movies. It wasn't just Pops. This morning I lost everything. Was something stolen? Do you understand? You've been current. Wait a second. Why the heck I failed? Curses. Many pointless remarks. It was not pointless remark, I was just asking if something was stolen. Holy shit. Skip it, skip it. Don't care about this stuff. Everything I have was given to me by Pops. Tell me, Mr. Richard, just what am I supposed to believe in? Believe in yourself. If you can't believe in others, then at least believe in yourself. And to gain experience on your own, but if you require wisdom, I can lend you a hand. Ever since I got locked up, I've been thinking, am I too incapable to be a prosecutor? Capable? Which one was it? Culpable. Don't even know what is incapable. Let me check. Seen this second time already. Incapable, obvious. Incalpable. Culp. Wait a second. How to spell it? Culpable? You mean not guilty? So culprit and inculpable. Full-length movie. I remember that I saw full-length movie of Alf and it was hideous. After the series. Looks like it was the same like this one. Part of the movie? What? Certain agendas? So it was not family friendly? Nice thing. And now you're ignoring me. Just came to laugh at me, didn't you? God damn it, beans of shit. Okay, one more time. Too much salt? I'll check it. Maybe even watch it. But need to read about the plot at least. I believe incapable in the words you're looking for. Judging your own ability is not an easy task. Sebastian, little by little, you're growing. Because I'm usually not watching movies, but series, why not? Especially it's like came after the show, so I need to watch the show first, and it'll take tons of time. Sebastian, can you tell me your side of the story? I understand. What should I talk about? Seems to have calmed down slightly. I'd like you to tell me everything you know about the kidnappers. Now then, tell me what you heard and saw. Who kidnapped you? You have any idea who the kidnapper could be? Of course I don't. If I did, I would tell you already. You need a clue? Of course. Why were you tied up in your own home, all of places? Of all places. That's what I'd like to know. And the victim here. How would I know? I was really scared. Being locked up alone, you know? Did the abductors happen to say anything to you? I don't really get it, but one of them said, don't blame us, blame the owner of this house. The owner of this house. Wouldn't that be Blaze the Best? Pops? I get it! Someone who hates sports must have taken me hostage. No, considering the situation, that seems unlikely. The connection between Blaze and the kidnappers, this could be useful clue. Do you know what the kidnapper's objective was? I'm saying, what else would a kidnapper want besides a ransom? No clues again. A kidnapper can easily use his own home to hold someone captive. Sebastian, you were kidnapped by your own father. What? And he asked us the same. It can be. Was he going to kill me because I was a nuisance? Of course not. Would there be any reason for him to take your life? If his son was found dead in his own garage, Blaze would be suspected immediately. I see. Then why was I kidnapped? Kidnapping his own son, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be after any ransom money. Must be some other reason why Blaze ordered the kidnapping. Kidnapping his own son in order to demand a ransom wouldn't make much sense. You're right. You notice anything strange when you got kidnapped? As soon as I answered the question, they just took me away. They ask you a question. Tell me what they ask you. Don't glare at me like that. I think they asked me, do you know Courtney? I see the piece of the puzzle are starting to fall into place. Please, the kidnappers did not intend to kidnap you. The objective was John Marsh. They were planning to kidnap Judge Courtney's son. Outdated series. They supposed to be a web archive, I believe. You want to send files digitized from VHS? Well, if they don't have the license anymore, it's supposed to be a web archive. There's tons of old series here. In order to have Patricia Rowland declared not guilty, Justin has a son? More than Rowland gets declared not guilty? I suspect the kidnappers mistook you for John Marsh. Was this just a mistake? Wait, Yeah, that's why back then. You just remember something? No, it's nothing. I'm useless anyways. Just leave me alone already. Yes, but he might be at his emotional limit. Just get him to tell me what he remembered and try to calm him down as well. Actually, I personally preferred the Extreme Ghostbusters. Despite I watched Real Ghostbusters first, of course. Based on how distressed Sebastian looks right now. So actually was expected that on TV they showed the Real Ghostbusters, but they showed Extreme Ghostbusters, the new series, and it was actually better. What, Real Ghostbusters were released when? In 80s? So, yes, so maybe in 89? 90? It's trash for you? Why so? It has so much mature plot. Must have been quite traumatic. I need to help him get back on his feet. What did you remember just now? I didn't remember anything about Pop. That's good. That's sweet. And now you against the shit. Okay, looks like I shouldn't wait at all. About Blazer? Blaze? When the guy happened to be Blaze? Damn it. So this is the difference between me and someone who earned his prosecutor title. And wanted to ask you, why did you become a prosecutor? What does it matter? I'm not fit to be a prosecutor anyways. Say something. You must have some reason for choosing this pub, right? You already know that. No, it's not like that. It wasn't anything special. I became a prosecutor for a really insignificant reason. It was just a personal reason. Just like you, I too became a prosecutor for a personal reason. Isn't that true? But you're really a successful prosecutor. I'm sure that Pops, the PIC chairman, would have been more proud of you than me. I see, so you wanted your father's approval. I thought that if I became the best prosecutor, he'd be proud of me. That's why I just wanted to help out Pops as much as I could. But you happen to be protecting your father? Don't have any reason to protect someone like him. Stylish ship. Animation very watchable. New characters not innocent, wait a second. They were all different kinds. Not the same white man. Rare CGI effects. But don't you remember when he turned into a cat? Because he wanted to become seen there. I don't even remember their names actually. Think she liked or something. Again, this ignoring stuff. About the original show, I remember only one single episode about the Sandman and nothing else. But I need to start from the very beginning. It's impossible to do. Should I select here? Didn't you want to help out your father as much as you could? Just one. I only wanted to be useful to Pops, just this once. That way I could help him regain his repetition. Precision. You seem to be mixing up your words again. The word you're looking for is reputation. No one's ever told me that before. Your father, who has strayed from his path, continues to add to his crimes. Even knowing that, do you truly want things to stay the way they are? But in that case, just what am I supposed to do? Should triumph over your father, who has treated you like a fool. You must stop Blaze before he commits another crime. Don't thought of it that way. I want to triumph over Pops. Somehow it seems he has calmed down once again. Now's my chance to ask him about Blaze's secret. I'll give Sebastian the courage to stand up to his father. I'll charge you the accomplice? No. Well, there's some connection between your father and Patricia Rowland. So I don't really know. Every tiny bit helps. Can you remember anything at all? I think sometimes they would interact with each other during work, but... Again, this stupid ignorant thing. Well, that's something else. But if that's something else on your mind, apparently, Pops is the one who recommended Roland to be the warden. Was there a reason for Blaze to recommend her? Probably because, like me, Pops actually cares about her. Well, Pops has known her since he first became the chief prosecutor after all. What was he like when he was the chief prosecutor? This was amazing. He looked over every single piece of evidence that went through the prosecutor's office. He looked over every single piece of evidence? This could be a major clue. It seemed that the evidence regarding Patricia Rhodes never made it to trial. And the duty of a prosecutor to watch all the evidence. Do you take care of it properly? That's not it. Just listen to what I have to say. I thought I would keep it in the safest place I knew. What have I done? He seems to have become unsettled again. Suppose I should lend him again. And the place you thought would be the safest, would that have been in Blaze the best hands? Told me that it would be safer if you took care of the evidence. I'm sorry, but he has betrayed your trust in the worst way possible. Oh, so why would he want to hide the evidence? To leave the trial undecided? Blaze's objective was to have Warden Roland found not guilty by obscuring the truth. Sebastian, you were used by your father. It's possible that Blaze the Best has the evidence with him. Furthermore, we still have no idea where John is. I must return to my investigation process, however. It's all my fault. What am I gonna do now? Seeing him like this, I can't just leave him be. He's still suffering in the gap between his ideal and reality. He'll never move on until he figures out how to live his own life. Sebastian is about to face his greatest trial, as this is fate shall give him the push forward that he needs. By the way, it's possible to save here, but not right now. What are you going to do now? Will you walk the same path as your father? What are you going to do now? What do you plan to do from here on? First, I'm returning this red jacket. Not fit to wear it. Always fake the man. I think that's what Pumps used to say. He knew all along I was a fake. It's not fake. The saying is clothes make the man. You're what you wear. Thank you, Mr. Ashford. I've learned something new yet again. Yes, all I have to do now is become a prosecutor who is fit to wear that jacket. Yeah, I'll do my best. That way, no one will ever make fun of me again. But how can I get people to accept me? What do I do? Don't know what to do. I don't have enough clues. Why there's a clue? Will you continue to ignore the truth just like your father? Stupid writer! Don't want your party, just leave me alone. I believe pity are the words you're looking for. Really? Also have my own reasons for wanting to speak with you. There was a time when I, too, did not seek the truth and continued to run away from it. However, thanks to a certain friend, I was able to realize my mistake. That's nice. You're lucky, Mr. Ashford. Don't have anyone like that. If you have the courage to stand up, I will show you the way. What? Only if you have the will for it, though. I don't want to be like Bob. So he wants to surpass his own father. Understand his feelings clearly now. Do you still intend to continue as a prosecutor? I don't really know, it's not like I became a prosecutor on my own. Because of that, do I even have the right to continue being a prosecutor? Whether or not you continue as a prosecutor is something you must decide for yourself. Only you can determine your path in life. I don't want to stop being a prosecutor, because if I give up now, I know I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. So he wants to continue to live as a prosecutor. Show him his will in mind. Sebastian saying that he wants to surpass his father, continue to be a prosecutor. In other words, he wants to be a different prosecutor from his father. And the first answer he's arrived at on his own. I'm sure if he has the will, he'll find his way. For goodness sake, don't you remember your own words? Yes, his own will can show him the way. As a prosecutor, didn't you want to walk a different path from your father? Certainly, the path you have chosen is not an easy one. Nevertheless, you still chose to live as a prosecutor. In that case, it should be clear to you what you need to do. I still question how I live my life to this day. But you, Sebastian, have found your own answer. So believe in yourself. Prosecutor the best. He was mistaken for John and kidnapped by Blaze's underlings. And after his father stole his evidence, he lost his confidence as a prosecutor. So where's John? The emotions he's going through must be more painful than anything I could imagine. It's taking longer than I thought. Well, with that, it's checkmate. Darn it! He dashed out of here at full speed. Since if that's one thing he's the best at, it's ran away. Well, still 45 minutes? Curses, you're running out of time. Should check in with Mr. Schultz. Also like to know what the situation is like on the end. Mr. The Best, an off again. Or just give them the new information he discovered. Siska will take his place. Wonder if that's going to be enough. Can be helped. Since he ran away, there's nothing more we can do. I guess I'll just say it again. If there's no more weapon, you can't prove the defendant is guilty. Just because you don't have the moral weapon doesn't mean the defendant is innocent. Since you wish to taste the stink of my whip. Mr. Attorney, this trial, how much longer will it take? Because it feels like it hasn't gone anywhere at all for a good while now. Well, sorry about that stubborn prosecutor over there just doesn't seem to understand. Until I'm satisfied. This whip will lash out at you as many times as I see fit. Now she's probably whipped me once for every year I've been alive. Oh, so what's taking so long? Even though we're just stalling for time, Uncle Ray can't keep this up much longer. Nope, excuse me. Phone call. Mind if I take this? I'll allow it. Mr. Schultz. Oh, Miles, it's you. How it going over there? Found Sebastian. And the knife and chainsaw? Since he handed the evidence over to Blaze the Best, it's very likely that Blaze knows the whereabouts of the murder weapon. Ex-chairman the Best? But why would Blaze? That I don't know yet. However, there may be some hidden connection between Patricia Rowland and Blaze. Gotcha. In that case, I'll issue a subpoena for Blaze the Best right away. I'll grill him personally. I'll continue to search for missing evidence, and for John as well. Try to hurry it up, would you? We're at our wits' ends over here. Feels like the verdict could be handled down at any moment. Understood. How much longer can Judge Courtney Hurt hold out? Hedge stupid questions? Cuss cards? I know she's in a lot of pain. I've got to hurry. So, how's the trial going? Macy will be taking the stand. Don't know how things will turn out though. Do anything. Hiding evidence to kidnap it. He really is nothing but trouble. I agree, we should probably take another look at the evidence concerning him. Can you leave it to me? Because it's the latest evidence, fresh from the scene. Gloves from earlier. Although I'm suddenly curious about them, anything else? He's fast from the IS-7 incident. I recall Blaze was also involved in this, right? Indeed, he was involved in destroying the evidence. For now, let's keep this on hand. Now then, is there anything else? Back to this again. Of course! Last but not least, we got this. This is the Yatagarasa's badge. Okay. I'm talking about things related to Blaze. Please be serious. Aren't you always going around presenting random evidence to Mr. Edgewell? Not in this game. No, well, that's... Isn't that... Sebastian? What are you doing here? He ignored us. Came out of the Grand Tower. What was he doing there? Let's investigate what Mr. The Best was up to. Yes, let us go. The hatch is open. Might be Mr. The Best open it. Did Sebastian come in here? Search up. Oh, there! The safe's open. Did he come here to open that? Let's examine it thoroughly. Back there. So... No, that's enough for today. Send right now. How far is this one? 30%? Doubt it more. Medicine, it was still saying the beginning? Hold on, I want to check. It still was the beginning? Beginning part 2? What the heck? How long is this case? I don't know what to say. Except let's rate some of them. Fox is still playing because he had 2,000 followers on YouTube? Interesting. Yeah, to him. It will be kinda useless to rate him. But if you want, I can. I mean, useless for him. Senior. I'm senior. Alright, that's it. That's enough for the day. Same as usual, thank you for stopping by, and see you, I hope tomorrow, Monday, because why not? 2 or 3 more streams, maybe 3. And this game will be done, and what will be next, I don't really decide it. It's Raider for Saturn, I don't really want to play it. Good night, everyone. Good night, Cube. See you.